Alrighty, folks, we are in 2024 now.
Oh my God!
Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, fantastic night, whenever and wherever you may be watching.
All that stuff, all the good jazz, we all here.
Yep.
And this episode was supposed to happen like weeks ago, but shit happens. People got sick, things happened.
Life happened. Well, who would have thought?
Happened. And then last week I was out hanging out with people.
Oh, Bella, what's up? It's almost like we were just talking to you too.
All right. Seriously, it bugs me a lot. Like the way the camera picks up on this website makes it look like I have the top light on me, because it is nowhere near as like dark in here as it should be, and it's like darkened. Also, it flips on like the actual live feed, so I don't like the way it flips on the other, but whatever.
I don't know. Just dim the light. I don't know, man. I got nothing.
Don't look at me. I'm just here.
I got lighting all around, so it's the same regardless. I actually don't need to turn my main lights on for when we use this, and it's nice because that gets hot and sweaty sometimes.
Oh, you have your like a ring light that's like right there?
On mine, yeah, I have two.
You have two ring lights?
I have two lights on both, or I have one on each side. They're not rings, but they're like the whatever. But
yeah,
it works. I don't know. It's the lighting. It helps with the green screen some too.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, that thing Strix is talking
Get
about.
The good lighting focus. I'm screwed.
Hey, I'm just here, man. Like Strix said, we just existed.
I'm just reading the little teleprompter thing you got down there at the bottom. I'm like,
well, it's just a scrolling thing for the thing.
Yeah. We'll see how much of that sticks and whether or not, see how soon into the podcast we start talking about a certain anime series. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, see? Lighting. That all stems back to high school when we had a photography class, and I actually learned a ton of shit in that class. It was very nice. And one of my favorite things that I learned from that we goofed off with is something called forced perspective in photography. And that's where like you can make things look bigger or whatever. So like we did all kinds of stuff. Like we had a hand and the person. What?
She's replying to Strix's stuff.
Oh, okay. But like if you have your hands, like we would do like have it make look like somebody was fighting Master Hand from Smash Bros. It was hilarious. One guy had a broom.
I'm gonna get you. Oh shit! Flick.
We edited lightning into the finger coming down. It was fun. It was not sure how that got approved to be a class, but it was fun. And it was a 2-period class, so it was like almost 2 hours. It was crazy.
I feel like there was a class that I took in like senior year. I feel like there was a sort of like Photoshop type class that I took. I don't remember much about it.
Sort of Photoshop?
I don't remember. Because I remember like most of the pictures I used were like my senior pictures that I took the summer before my senior year. So I don't remember shit. I don't remember.
I do good to remember. There's certain aspects of school I remember, and the rest is just blank.
Yeah. It doesn't help that most of all of my middle school years is like a blur.
Middle school, I don't remember a ton of.
I don't remember any of it.
Remember some of high school, barely any of elementary school. The only thing I remember from elementary school vaguely is one of my friends had, because were we still in elementary school then? Yeah, I think. It was during Lord of the Rings. So one of my friends had actually bought one of the prop rings that they made for him, and we would play games on the playground with it. Whoever had the one ring was the most powerful. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to
Got
bring lightsabers one day, but they wouldn't let us.
Yeah. I remember when Lord of the Rings came out in like middle school. That was like the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, we had fun with it, but it's something.
You want to know what else was something last year?
Yeah,
A lot of ups and downs. Well, it was something.
Yeah, I feel like that's been the cue since 2020. Honestly,
No, here's the kicker. 2023 is the first year Marvel or Disney didn't break $1 billion.
Yeah.
Like,
it's okay. You know what did break $1 billion?
Barbie.
Barbie. Mario.
I still haven't seen Mario. But man, Barbie. Like, I haven't seen it yet, but just the hype and the impact that movie had on like social media and just culture in general.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what?
It's okay. They got there. They got it. You know what else got close? Oppenheimer.
Which is funny. Like, Oppenheimer and Barbie had the similar marketing, at least from the fan base's perspectives, as Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons. Because both of those games came out on the exact same day. And then Barbenheimer, which is now getting
a thing that is getting made.
A movie, but we'll talk about that pile of horseshit later. Oppenheimer and Barbie, same day, and it was like one of the greatest things to just watch social media about.
Yeah. It was something. Like I said, little birdie said online you wanted to watch that sometime. So
I did kind of want to watch it because I've been seeing some clips on TikTok, and I'm like, you know what? I could be convinced to sit down and watch this movie.
Yeah, it is. It was a great movie. I enjoyed it. It is.
I need to see it. I need to see Barbie. I need to see Mario. I still need to see Mario. I haven't sat down and watched Mario, and I'm kind of mad at myself.
I haven't seen it yet either, so it's all good.
You also haven't seen the Marvels.
Oh. Is it on Disney yet? I told you I had no desire to watch it.
It's just... Listen, if that's not your thing, Echo will be. Echo is. That's in terms of, like, tone and everything.
Well, I expected that.
Because, holy, like, damn.
Yeah, it's their M-rated series for a reason, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Marvel's, last I checked, was not M-rated, or else I would have went and watched it.
No. If anything, that movie should have been rated PG.
Which is the issue I have with the direction for some of the stuff they're wanting to do, because now there's all this backdrop talk about Young Avengers, and I'm like,
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do with that. They're not gonna off the Young Avengers people. Like, oh man.
And we had Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which was a heavy film, like tone wise, but it was honestly, it was hands down the best Marvel movie of last year. Probably the best comic book movie to come out last year.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of those last year that I remember.
Marvel had 3, DC had 4, and DC's was just train wreck.
What was the other Marvel one?
Hold on, I'm getting there. Guardians was good. Guardians was a damn good movie. Honestly, my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It was a good closer for like this team, but
it really was. I mean, it closed out the trilogy pretty well, and on top of that, it really, I don't know, it really flipped the rankings for me in that the trilogy because there's definitely 3, 1, 2 for me.
Oh, absolutely. And then there was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, that was at the beginning of the year.
Yes, it was.
I see. I had forgot that was the other one.
It wasn't a bad movie. People were complaining, how is Kang being beaten up by Ant-Man? And they explain that in the movie. Kang is not at full power here. Kang has had his power, most of his power has been drained. So he is not at full capacity here.
No.
But even at not full capacity, he beat the shit out of Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just because, he was an Ant-Man, so Ant-Man, technically, yeah, but it was not an easy win.
No.
It was not an easy win.
Yeah. So they had done some stuff, too, they recast the kid, didn't they? Make her
recast his
older.
daughter.
I see. I mean, I get it, but
And there was really no real reason for that. Like, the girl they had in the movie was fine, but I feel like the actress they had would have done a good job too.
Yeah, I don't remember any real reason for it, but hey, it is what it is on that
There's a reason
side.
to recast Kang though, but we're not getting into that.
Yeah. So
then there's the pile of shit that was DC, which already had the issue of, oh well, these movies won't matter anymore, so what's the point in seeing them? Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
Haven't seen it yet.
Let it just be known, I haven't seen any of the DC movies that came out last year. There's one that I really want to watch, and it's one that is surprising. Shazam, I hear it was okay, not as good as the first one. So, Aquaman 2 just came out a couple weeks ago, and apparently it's the highest earning DC film from last year. Which, The Flash, which is the elephant in the room here.
Still haven't seen it either.
I don't plan to. But the more I hear about that movie, just the more I realize, that movie was just a train wreck.
Yeah. That's what I hear. A lot of people were giving it flack too, so.
Yeah. But then there's Blue Beetle, which, from my understanding, is a fantastic movie.
Yeah, still haven't seen it.
I need to watch it.
It's like I was saying, I think I've seen 4 or 5 movies last year, and that's it.
One of them was a movie Fast X.
I was watching movies. That's how I felt anymore, Strix, honestly.
What was my 5th movie? I can't remember.
I don't know. I wasn't with you all, so I don't know what movie you watched.
The fuck was my 5th movie that I watched last year? D&D.
Yep.
That was a fan-fucking-tastic movie.
I know. I'm excited to hear about possible sequel.
Oh yeah. I'm excited.
Even 3 new animes last year. Boy, oh boy. We've started more than 3 this year, surprisingly.
You.
That is shocking, but hey.
And your anime watch nights that you do on Friday nights.
When else am I supposed to do it?
I didn't say it was a problem.
Yes, you do. It was really good. And it got even crazier after you left.
I'm trying to remember, which one was Dallas Spirit? Oh, that was last week's?
Yeah. It really did, but oh well. Yes, watch it with Kiba. Do the thing. But no, there was a good year for movies for the most part, for so.
Yeah. It was weird seeing Disney get knocked down a peg, though.
Some say weird, others say haha.
Yeah, because on top of all the Marvel movies, they also had Elemental, they had Wish, they had The Little Mermaid live action.
That was a thing too.
Yeah, it's like 6 movies right there, and Disney, like none of them broke a billion.
That's
So-
that's the idea, Strix. Just slow down and take more time.
I think they're going to now. Can't remember what. Hold on.
What you got?
I want to make sure I'm not wrong about this. Did this happen?
See, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
2023. Okay, yeah, it did have 3 last year. The Disney Plus TV shows Secret Invasion, Loki, and What If Season 2.
Yeah, those were the main
And
Disney things.
from my understanding, because again, I haven't seen any of them. I'm a bad Marvel fan right now.
No, you're not. You were not bad.
Secret Invasion was a pile of shit. Again, by my understanding, nobody I know who has watched that TV show enjoyed it because they rushed a lot of things, they changed a lot of things, they ruined a lot of things.
Yeah, Nick Fury, looking at you.
Not just Nick Fury, but like apparently like half of these characters have been Skrulls for the past X amount of years.
Yeah,
like,
that was some subplot, and then they turn Daenerys into the most powerful MCU character, apparently.
Yeah, and a move that was just like I have heard no good things about Secret Invasion, which sucks because the comic book storyline that it's based off of is really good.
Oh, I was excited for that, and then it was kind of like, oh, okay.
And then the more we saw the trailers, we were like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, they do. So I don't know. There's such a. It just goes back to the whole fatigue aspect of it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really does. People say it doesn't exist. I swear it does. Just because. Like,
it fucking does.
There's not enough time to really decompress. It's like.
Well, once they started introducing like the TV show aspect of it, then they just started cramming.
Well, that
so
side
much
of
content
it
into this, and so it's like okay.
And then
so
sometimes
instead of just watching the movies, now you have to watch 20 shows just to understand this one movie.
They say you don't, but sometimes you do.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama, glad you're here.
Mama, hello.
But it's just one of those things where it goes back to it's kind of lost the luster a little bit. And I know we all have, different opinions on it, but I look back to how these movies are reviewed now. There's a trend. You know what that trend is? The trend is best Marvel movie since last Marvel movie.
Oh my god.
That's what every review is anymore.
And there's only really 2 movies that really fall under best since Endgame.
Yeah.
And one's in Phase 4 and one's in Phase 5. Never mind.
See. But, it's like they are listening a little bit into 24, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, because there's only one MCU film coming out this year. Granted, it's a big one.
Exactly.
It's a big one. Deadpool 3.
I think, I don't know if it was you or somebody else I was talking to who was floating the idea that this will be what everyone thought Strange 2 would be as far as like having people in it.
Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be. Like, because there's also the level of, oh, well, we heard this rumor before with Doctor Strange 2, and look what came out there. Yes, but looking at how Deadpool is, and like all the plot rumors that are floating around, like it makes sense that this is going to be like the movie that we thought Doctor Strange 2 was going to be.
Gets what he wants. Yeah.
I'm trying not to say too much about it because I don't want to potentially ruin the movie that hasn't even come out yet. Yeah. But just know, like, if the plot rumors are true, this is going to be interesting, and I'm curious to see how they do it.
Yeah. Well, see, I've heard that he's really butting heads with Disney over some stuff, and I'm like, go for it, man.
I haven't heard rumors about him butting heads. Like, I did at the start of things, but now I hear everything's like smooth sailing.
Yeah. There's certain things he won't budge on or wants to do with the character, and like they're like, no.
Well, during the writer's strike and actor strike last year, one of the rules he had to follow during filming was you cannot ad-lib. You cannot do improv in these scenes. You have to stick to the script.
Deadpool swing. Look, I know this is old news, but they wanted to do a PG-13 cut of Deadpool 2.
They did release one.
No, they didn't.
Once Upon a Deadpool.
Oh, gosh.
And it's basically done in the same style as The Princess Bride. And like the grandpa sitting there reading the grandson the story. They have that kid in this movie in the same room, like same decoration, but he's like his age now, and he's strapped to the bed, and Deadpool's reading the story of Deadpool 2 in a PG-13 format.
I
haven't watched it yet.
That they did that. I thought that was just a rumor that they were trying to do that. It's like, wait a minute. Because when I read it, I was like, what? Oh, I can't believe they actually did it. So that's a thing. You gotta love it. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. What else was good in 23?
Hold on. I'm sending you a picture on Facebook.
Uh-oh. What she got? Oh my goodness. This had a physical release too?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Oh man. For those curious about it, this is in all of its joy. Once Upon a Deadpool. Good Lord. I did not know this existed.
Yeah, that's actually a thing.
I thought it was just a joke. And that is from it. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know how this works, but hey, okay. It probably didn't do very well, did it?
I do not know. I'm actually looking it up now.
Let's see.
Received mixed reviews. This version of the film has an approval of 57% based on 60 reviews with an average rating of 6.10. Retains enough of the franchise's anarchic spirit to entertain, but doesn't add enough to Deadpool 2 to justify its own existence.
Well, good. It shouldn't exist.
I haven't seen it, so I couldn't tell you what it is. But you want to know what else came out last year that was really good? That wrapped up yesterday? Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. The MonsterVerse TV show set in the same universe as the current Godzilla movies. That takes place a year after Godzilla 2014.
Yeah, on the old, it was on Apple, wasn't
Apple
it?
TV Plus, yeah. And it is phenomenal.
So everybody keeps saying.
It's got Wyatt and Kurt Russell playing the same character in two different timelines. Because it tells the story in like the past and the present that kind of sort of coincide and merge at the very end. Nate's totally not biased on this one. Listen.
Totally not.
The human characters in this show are better than any of the human characters done in the movies.
Yeah, it's supposed to have the monsters too, isn't it?
Oh, it does. It does. Godzilla shows up in a few episodes. He has one of the coolest entrances in the finale. And then someone else shows up at the very end of the finale, which is really cool. Yeah, it's a fantastic show. Like, if you have access to Apple TV Plus and you like the Godzilla MonsterVerse movies, watch Monarch: Legacy of Monsters.
Yeah, I don't think I have Apple anymore.
I'm hoping it gets like a physical release or something, or moves. I don't know.
I don't know if they released any of those physically or not.
What, the TV shows or
the Apple stuff that they've done?
I don't know. I know there's a Mark Wahlberg movie that I want to watch on there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with some of it.
But hell, I'm hoping Amazon Prime releases some of their like original TV shows and movies on physical media.
Yeah, that's hit and miss. It was like when they did the Netflix ones.
Because there's a few shows on there that I would just in a heartbeat gimme.
Yeah, well, see, they started releasing some of the Netflix ones originally, and then it was they stopped, as far as I remember. Oh man,
but
I still want to watch the Monarch stuff though.
It's really good. I don't even know if I have a log. I just have an iPad that I was given by my parents.
Has it?
And I don't know if there's a login for it. I just opened the app and then I went to the show and I was watching it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to watch. Thank you.
Nate has the iPad that has free Apple for life.
Because I got that whenever I was watching Prehistoric Planet.
Yeah.
And I haven't even watched season 2 of that.
Now you're going to open it and it's going to say, "We found you."
No more. Well, fuck.
Oh, that would be awful.
But no. Obviously, before we go into 2024 stuff, we need to talk about the other source of media that just dominated 2023. That's the video games. The amount of games that came out last year that were just so good.
Video games dominating? Who would have thought? Hey, Heavy, hope you're having a good night. Appreciate you stopping by again.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, man.
But no.
Video games, all of it.
I put that on a little too thick with the whole dominating 2023. But there was a lot of good ones that came out last year.
Yeah. There were a lot of them came out, as there is every year.
Yeah, but there was a lot of good ones. Obviously, you know, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Resident Evil 4, Spider-Man 2.
Yes. The best.
Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my God.
Hey, I'm glad you could get into it. I couldn't get into it.
Well, I had to pump the brakes on it a little bit because it was...
Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom. I had to think. I was like, wait a minute.
Had like 3 Mario games come out.
I don't know. It's I don't know. Looking back on it, because I haven't played Spider-Man yet, definitely mine were Ari and Jedi. Definitely. Those were 2 games that were awesome. One was funny because, as I said before, I was like, this doesn't need to happen. This is not a thing. And again, they proved me wrong. And
Oh yeah, like you were adamant. You were on that train. Like, why is this remake happening? Why is this happening? And then the first trailer came out. You were like, I need that. I need that.
between Spider-Man, Star Wars, and Zelda, hey, those are three good ones from last year. That Spider-Man's interesting because, as I've said before, got nominated for 8 things, didn't win a thing, which is crazy.
So did the first one, to be fair.
So that's even crazier to think about.
I'm sad the first one didn't win anything in the year it came out. But then again, it came out in the year of God of War and Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah, 16. I forgot about it too.
Yeah, 16. I hyped this up, and now I can't think of any of the big games that came out last year.
Those were the big games.
Because I'm so selective in my gaming, like I won't play just anything.
Those were Spider-Man, Star Wars, Zelda, 16, RE4, Baldur's Gate, Alan Wake 2, Diablo 4.
3 Mario games.
Ragnarok was
the year prior. Most disappointing game had to be Midfield. I mean Starfield.
Look, there was so much hype into that game, and then
2022 shirts.
Starfield happened, and then that was the last I heard of it.
Ragnarok got the free DLC, which was a massive DLC. It was about an 8+ hour DLC that was just given to the fans.
Yeah, it was free. They said, "Hey, here you go."
We have a friend who will live and die on the hill that Starfield is one of the greatest games ever.
I haven't played it yet, so it is like I think it was over 100 gigs, maybe.
Yeah, so that's most games nowadays in general, anyway. So
the old console can't take too many of those. We get a couple, and then it's like out of storage.
Well, if you're not playing one of them, delete it.
Then you have to re-download it.
But God forbid you get Call of Duty.
Oh, that'll take your whole storage right there.
Like, I remember when the first Modern Warfare, like the remake came out in 2019. Like, it got to the point where like just downloading the full game, it was like 200 gigs.
Oh yeah, it gets crazier each year, and that's just where we're headed for gaming, unfortunately.
Yeah, because these studios think that everything has to be like crisp graphics and audio and everything. I'm just like, guys, if you just stuck with the same
Well, it's the
not
same
system, but like format, but like
formula. The
formula
formula
that you use on like the games for like PS4 and Xbox One, you'd be okay.
Yeah, even those were, it's the whole like. For it, Korean Blue. Yeah. Yakuza FF7 Part 2. I know that'll be the big one next year, or this year. I keep saying next year, but
next month. And I'm not playing that game for a minute, so avoiding that game is going to be difficult as shit.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Because I am not ready. My body is not ready for that game.
Oh, now you get to go. Then you get to wait for Part 3. So
I'll tell you what I am ready for. We're finally getting a game that had been rumored for 5 years. And they showed it at the Game Awards, and let me tell you, I borderline screamed when I watched it.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
There was rumors for the longest time that we were getting a first-person, quote-unquote, shooter survival game that was basically Alien Isolation, but for Jurassic Park.
Yep, it sure
And at the
was.
Game Awards, Jurassic Park Survival was revealed. A game that takes place one day after the first film. A scientist, like a scientist, was accidentally left behind on the island, and now she has to survive and find a way off. I am extremely excited for that game.
It's not quite the game we wanted, but we'll take it.
Yeah. I had to think for a second because my mom was on Jurassic Park. I was like, "What Jurassic Park?"
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
No, I'm talking about the dinos.
Which one? Because there's another one coming out this year called called Sun and Bone.
Yeah.
The font's weird, and the promotional art for it looks kind of interesting. But it is once again first-person shooter. It's a dinosaur game, and you play as an old-time sheriff who gets pulled into like a different reality or something. And it looks fun.
It do look fun.
I saw that trailer the other night, and I was like, "Wait, what is this? What is it? What is it? What?"
Well, maybe a certain company will see all this dino stuff and be like,
You see, you're beating around the bush. I'm about to burn that bush. Capcom, listen to me when I tell you this. Fuck off with Exo Primal. No one gives a shit about that game. It is a pile of shit. Fuck off with all these Resident Evil remakes. You've done enough. Resident Evil is boring now. Give us Dino Crisis.
It's a new Time Crisis? Oh, Lord.
That's a title I haven't heard in a minute.
Mm-mm-mm.
Time Crisis, that's the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just so much they like to do with it. But who knows? Who's to say what we'll get with that and what we won't?
But seriously, if Capcom announces the next game, Capcom announces. Well, no, the next game they're going to be talking about Monster Hunter Wild, but
that's because they have the unannounced expected game for March or February.
I've already told you that's going to end up being that's just going to be Dragon's Dogma 2.
I don't even know when that's going to be happening.
What, Dragon's Dogma 2?
I don't remember what that's set for.
March 22nd.
Oh, okay.
Which, cool. Have fun with that.
I'm still shocked that game got a sequel after everything that happened.
What everything?
Yeah.
What everything? I don't know what you're talking about.
What, Dragon's Dogma 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it was okay, but I'm shocked it got a sequel 12 years later or whenever it was. Or 11.
Okay, we need to go back to 2023 real quick because we need to talk about another show that came out.
Do we have to go back to 2023?
I mean, obviously, I'd rather stay here and look toward the future, but come on, you don't want to talk about Ahsoka?
Yeah, we can talk about Ahsoka.
Here.
I said we can talk about Ahsoka.
Let's talk about Ahsoka. Which, by the way, got confirmed for a season 2.
Yeah, I saw.
I liked it. I loved it.
Yeah, I liked most of it.
Rest in peace, Ray Stevenson.
Yeah.
How they're gonna find someone to keep, like, what's his name? Balin?
Balin, yep.
keep his story moving forward is going to be tricky. Though I still say just cast Gerard Butler.
Man, I don't know what they're going to do with that part of it.
No, like it was just, I loved it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
One episode in particular was just a nostalgia grab, but
it was
in the best way possible.
It was definitely a nostalgia grab. I remember I got to watch it first, and I was like, "Dude, they're doing the thing."
Yeah, because I was streaming and you sent me a message. It was like, "Yo, they did the thing. They did the thing." What? Ahsoka? Yes, you'll see.
You know, I'm not gonna tell you what is up. Let's see the reaction.
The only thing that would have made that better is if Ewan was in there as well in his outfit.
Oh, see, that would have been great too.
And just give me a frame of the three of them with Rex, and I would have been happy.
Yeah, would have been good. Like I said, didn't hate it, liked it. There were a couple of things I didn't like, but that's anything with Star Wars nowadays. So
yeah, but at least you're not one of those. Oh my God, fuck everything.
No,
but you know, we like what we like, and we don't like what we don't like, and we don't shit on people who don't like the things we like or like the things we don't.
Exactly. And it's one of those things, you know, my whole thing is you can get close to perfection. It's something to strive for, but if something is truly perfect, then you can't improve on it. And that's something that would be crazy to see because it's still subjective. So,
yeah. It's kind of like going back to like Marvel real quick. You know, you were talking about the big review thing now is the greatest Marvel thing since blank.
Since last Marvel thing.
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people are having a hard time going, well, it's not as good as Endgame or Infinity War.
Well, they're not supposed to be.
No. Like, granted, like Spider-Man No Way Home succeeded in that, and so did Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
But in terms of like everything else, it's like you have to look at this as like what the films are. Infinity War and Endgame were like the culmination of 10 years. Yes, Marvel is still trying to figure out like how they want to go about what with the next line of movies. But if you look at phases 1 and 2, the movies weren't really combined and like overarching overall.
Yeah, they were. It was less of a connected universe, but
like there were small connections, but it was like small here and there.
Yeah, it was a small thing that would go in between here and there. I think the problem with who uses that they want in-game level. Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
in-game only used movies to set it up. Now, Kang Dynasty or whatever Avengers 5 is going to be, and Secret Wars. You know, there's no telling. Like, wow, my brain just broke for a second. Hold on a second.
The brain broke.
The next Avengers movies are incorporating movies as well as a shit ton of TV shows.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what they
fatigue there is the movies plus all these TV shows. Yes, the shows are good, a majority of them, but having to watch all these movies and TV shows to understand what's happening in X movie or whatever, blah blah blah, it can get tiring. And a lot of people don't want to do that, and I understand that, and I get why.
Well, you know, and there's certain things. It's like I'm trying to think where, you know, big things happen and then they just kind of ignore that.
Looking at you,
Eternals, yes, that's where I was going with this. Where you know, you have the giant thing, which I think is finally supposed to be addressed. Is it Captain America 4 or is it Thunderbolts?
Yes,
actually.
Yes. I think it's supposed to be a big factor in Captain America, but I also think Thunderbolts is going to have a thing to do with it too. Because I believe Captain America type goes into Thunderbolts.
Yeah. This is just crazy to think about because it's like, hey, there's this giant thing, and
there's this giant head and hand just floating in the middle of the ocean. You never want to go look at that?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
So I'll be glad if they actually get the that portion of it going.
I'm just intrigued to see where all this ends up, and then people like watching Phase 4 to the end of Phase 7.
Yeah.
Or 6. I think it's Phase 6.
I don't know. They have all that on the board at the shop. I don't know.
This might just me being thinking overly positive, but I feel like once Secret Wars Parts 1 and 2, which, by the way, the rumor about what Secret Wars Parts 1 and 2, what Part 2 is supposed to be, holy shit. That's how you top Endgame. I'm just going to say it. I don't care. 2 words. Battle World.
Hey, we'll see.
That's going to be insane. If done right, that is going to be so good.
Because there's still so much of a thing that they could do. It's just the question of getting there.
Yep.
I've always been a proponent of after Endgame, they should have just took a break, and then that would have solved all this problem.
Granted, they did take a break, but it was forced on them. But I feel like they should have taken a proper year or two to fully plan out what's after Thanos. Instead, they just rushed into it. And granted, the movies were great. The TV shows were great.
Yeah, but they don't know how, Strix. They don't know how.
But, it's just, you're doing too much too soon. And that's where the problem is. Totally isn't calling himself out. I bought Nico.
Yeah. But there's you're talking about all these interconnected things. Do you think that with the announcement of all these Star Wars movies that's going to cause the same issue there?
As long as they've learned from their mistakes with the sequel trilogy.
No, I'm just talking about like the Disney Plus shows.
Oh, the fatigue?
No, not the fatigue. Just everything going on, because there's supposed to be a Mandalorian movie now, and like.
Well, apparently season 4 is supposed to tie into the movie. Apparently there is a season 4 that will tie into the Mandalorian and Grogu, which I believe is the official name of the movie. I don't know. But we also have the Dawn of the Jedi, which is supposed to be a movie that takes place like 15 years after Rise of Skywalker, starring Daisy Ridley as Rey.
Yeah, that's another one.
That's going to be tricky as hell to pull off. Like, okay, how are you going to fix whatever that was? I know how you should fix it is bring back Finn and actually have him be one of the top Jedi in the Order.
I don't think he wants anything to do with it.
That's the problem. That's the problem because he was so underutilized in the sequel trilogy. Like he's like, no, fuck Disney. And I don't blame him.
I don't think he wants anything to do with it. I don't think Adam Driver wants anything to do with it now.
Well, Adam's story is done. Like, he's done. He's gone.
The ghosts are a thing, Nate.
We don't need the ghost. No. Stop.
The ghosts pop up whenever you least expect it.
Stop it. But I don't know what the fuck else are on the others. I'll tell you what, though.
We talked about that earlier, Heavy. I agree with Nate's point. Kang wasn't technically full power, so.
Yeah, like Kang, like I can understand the dislike for him being the big villain in uh, the movie, the show.
Coming for it.
Help me out here. What we're
If,
talking about? Ant-Man and the Wasp? Yeah.
yeah. No. Quantum Mania.
Yeah, Quantum Mania. I'm shut up.
Like, wait a minute. Hey, I'll tell you honestly, the second one, I don't remember squat about the second movie.
Of Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah.
Okay, the Ant-Man movies are subjectively some of the most underrated movies in the MCU.
Oh, no, I just don't remember anything from it.
Yeah, he fought Ghost.
Oh, well, I'm glad you remember. Strix, if Anakin becomes a ghost, anyone can become a ghost.
Right?
After what Anakin did.
Right?
Oh man, I'm just curious though. Like, is the much like in the vein of Marvel? Is it going to be like, what's going on here? I didn't watch any of these Disney shows for Star Wars. I'm confused.
I feel like that's going to be less of an issue because I feel like most of these upcoming TV shows are their own entity. Like,
what they do with the movies.
God damn, where the fuck is the rest of them? What's the Star Wars television series? Let's see here.
It's just,
Star Wars.
it's just 3 of live action so far, isn't it?
There's Andor, which only ties into Rogue One, so it doesn't matter. The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka.
Okay, yeah. So there's only been 4 of them.
So there's 2 coming out this year. We got Skeleton Crew. Nope, 5. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, yeah. Oops, how did we forget that one?
He's only my favorite Jedi, favorite character in Star Wars. God damn it.
Oh, we forgot about that was a thing. So yeah, 5 of them.
Because there's a lot of like disdain surrounding that show, and I get it, but I don't.
What, for Obi-Wan?
Yeah. The big consensus, I believe it's one that you share, is this show didn't need to be a thing.
Yeah, it's just it raises more questions than answers.
It does.
That's been my main thing with it, and I know everyone goes back to the episode 4 line, which I mean I get. It's left vague intentionally, but I've always said them meeting again, like there should no be meeting again.
No, it should. They should. Yeah, it throws off the whole. I haven't fought you since Mustafar. Like that was the connection that I was comfortable sitting on. So them fighting on that random planet was like, okay, but this is just. The thing that really ruined it for me was them building it up as the rematch of the century.
Oh, yes. That was a thing that happened, though. Yes.
And it wasn't the worst fight, but it wasn't the best.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight, I guess, whatever you want to call it.
But
it was a thing that happened.
But you're telling me that 10 years after Episode 3, Obi-Wan has cut himself off from the Force, and it's just barely getting by, whereas with Episode 3 and Episode 4, like you're led to believe that he was like properly keeping his eye on Luke.
Well, it's like they're talking about everything with the from that aspect to the Jedi cutting off the Force, which, for all it's worth, the direction they went with Andor was shocking because for Star Wars, it worked. So I don't know how it worked, but it worked. Because there's not been many things not involving Sith or Jedi in some form.
Honestly, I'm happy to see more of that.
Yeah. It was
which is why I felt like like the inclusion of like the Force and Luke and then Ahsoka and the Mandalorian kind of ruined the vibe for me a little bit.
Yeah, well,
Because I just like seeing like the bounty hunter life for these guys, or like
you knew they were going to have to cross that bridge eventually.
I know,
the whole
but
concept of Grogu.
Yeah,
Like it was something that was going to have to be happen. And then I guess Boba Fett didn't have a ton of it, if I remember right.
the only thing it had was when Mando, like there was a whole episode in the book of Boba Fett where Mando went to the planet that Luke was building.
Oh, was that in that episode?
Was that in Boba Fett? I could have sworn it was
Hell,
Boba Fett.
Maybe it was. I don't remember.
I have the link right here. Wikipedia, nerds.
I remember it turned into Mando season 2.5, basically. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Book of Boba Fett, which was written by John Favreau and Dave Filoni. It's almost like this guy's.
So that was on that one.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that the best episode of the Book of Boba Fett had nothing to do with Boba Fett.
Oh. You mean like it didn't need to exist or anything?
Oh, that show absolutely did not need to exist. Because here's the thing about Boba Fett. Boba Fett always had this reputation about him as a character of being just this badass. Barely spoke. Got the job done. Leave it at that.
As Lord Vader said, no disintegrations this time.
But I'm sorry, like a panther.
Oh my gosh, that was a thing. I forgot that was a thing.
Just the book of Boba Fett ruined Boba Fett. I'm just saying, and I'm not saying this as someone, to shit on this product, because Star Wars is one of my favorite franchises, but some decisions just don't work, in my personal opinion. Some people might love it, and I'm happy for you. I'm glad that you enjoy this.
Yeah. Isn't it, I've had this talk with another friend of mine, isn't it kind of, I don't know what the word, if I want to use ironic or just like...
Mando 2.5, that's literally all it was.
Yeah, that was...
It was a stepping stone to get to Mando Season 3, but I'm sorry, please continue.
No, but it's like even Ahsoka did this some with the one episode, but it's like everything in Star Wars that gets like the hype now is like set during the era, like
the Clone Wars era,
Clone Wars, Empire era, like that. It's like when they try to diverge out of that, it's hit and miss.
Yeah,
it's like Ahsoka, it's not in that era, but it heavily relies on that era.
The whole thing about Ahsoka is the parts that everyone loves about it, like the whole story, is it focuses on elements that were introduced in Rebels.
Yeah,
because the whole thing is to prevent Thrawn from returning.
Yeah, Thrawn,
and obviously, Thrawn was in the Thrawn trilogy, but in this timeline, those books don't exist, so that story didn't happen. All we have is what happened in Star Wars Rebels,
which is part of that the Imperial era.
Yeah, so granted, it's good to see, like, this is fun because Thrawn is awesome, and seeing him return after, episode 6, I'm curious to see what they do with this. But what's the movie?
That's where everything goes to, and this all started for me for Rogue One. And
I had my movies mixed up. New Jedi Order is the one with Daisy Ridley. Dawn of the Jedi is the movie that takes place over 1,000 years before Episode 1. So I want to say it's during the High Republic, which I'm really curious to see stuff on that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It'd be so interesting because they could always just bite the bullet and do Old Republic stuff. Like that's a movie ground that would really get it.
dude, if they did something based off like the Knights of the Old Republic games, like that.
Now, there's a whole lore section that they haven't even begun to explore as far as the movies go.
Show us the Mandalorian War.
It'd be interesting.
Like,
but not before I get too distracted with there. It goes back to like Rogue One. I was like, this doesn't need to be a thing. And
which is my favorite things with you is when something is coming out and your whole mindset is, why is this a thing? This doesn't need to be a thing.
Hey, I'm happy when they prove me right.
I hate that this is a thing. And yet that thing to this day is still the best Star Wars movie to come out since Disney took over.
It's just there's still stories to somewhat explore in that era of things. Like Rogue One did its thing, fits in there. Ahsoka ties back to some of it. And then the other side of it is where I was going with this is you get a new story with unexplored parts set in that era with Jedi Survivor, and look at how that story's played out. So like it doesn't.
Keep going for a minute.
I'll say it doesn't heavily tie in. I mean, it is in an Imperial that era, and there's the big players like Vader shows up occasionally, and like it doesn't rely on that though. That's the thing. Like that it's there, but it doesn't have to rely on it.
Which this is a double-sided coin because, like, the story for those games was good, but unfortunately, at the end of the day, you can pretty much piece together how the story is going to end or where it's going to end up. Because at the end of the day, everything leads into A New Hope. And we know how A New Hope through Return of the Jedi end. So anything that comes out that takes place during the 20-year gap between episodes 3 and episodes 4 feels unnecessary in a way because where it leads. So it's like, okay, so any new characters that are introduced here, okay, so they're probably just going to die or go into hiding because they don't do anything after episode 4 comes out. And that kind of takes away from it.
It is really interesting, though, because, like, for Cal, for instance, like, I'm, like, because I'm
calling it now, Star Wars Jedi 3, Cal becomes Starkiller.
What?
I don't know.
How would that make any sense at all?
I don't know, but it would be funny. Actually, it'd be depressing. He would have a similar fall that Anakin had.
Oh, that would be awful. But it's just like,
Speaking of, where's Starkiller? Give me Sam Witwer as Starkiller in the movie or a TV show. Just give me that.
I don't know. I thought that was going to be a thing in Ahsoka, but
Really? You thought that was going to be?
Well, I thought they were going to tease it because even he was like, "Yeah, playing a character."
Instead, he was just a voice.
Yeah. Dang.
But something was announced. Was it yesterday or the day before? I want to say it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was one of those days.
One of those things. Something that we've been wanting forever.
And I pray and hope that they don't do stupid stuff like the other one has done.
Well, hold on. Season 1 was really good. I hear season 2 was trash, which seems to be a running thing. But anyway, apparently, Disney is working on a What If series for Star Wars. Obviously, you've had the obvious one. Was redundant statement. Shut up. What if Anakin never went to the dark side? What if Qui-Gon trained Anakin? What if Obi-Wan turned? Fill in some blanks here. What if Luke missed the shot?
Oh, well, bye. End of story.
But
Let's make Star Killer canon. Hey, what if can do it?
I want to see the episode where Anakin is allowed to live publicly as Padme's husband with no repercussions, and Luke and Leia grow up with Uncle Obi.
What if we change one line in episode 3? What if the conversation with Mace said, "Hey, stay here. If you're right, you're a master." Instead of stay here.
Or what if everything played out the way it's supposed to, but Anakin just stands there and watches? Because he knows this needs to happen. Was it? I mean, also that.
Oh, dude, hated Anakin for no
Which is so weird because he was that jump between 2 and 3 always just had me going, huh?
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
Like, just he hated Anakin in episode 3, and I'm like, after watching Clone Wars, I'm like, where the fuck does this hate come from?
They were just like, wait a minute.
But what if Obi-Wan ran off with
is it Asajj? No.
No, it's not Asajj.
I don't know why I was thinking that.
Why were you thinking Asajj?
I don't know, because you were talking about Clone Wars earlier.
What is her fucking name? Her sister's name is Bo-Katan.
What the hell is her name?
This is gonna kill me. This is going to eat at me, and I can't remember her fucking name.
I can't either. I can tell you it's not who it's not.
Siri Tachi.
Oh, man.
What is the characters?
What the hell is her name?
Satine.
Man, okay.
I knew it was something like that because I was going to say Sabine, but it's not Sabine.
Oh, it's not Sabine. I was like, wait a minute.
Hated Anakin because he had hair.
I mean, her favorite. What if the Jedi Council cared about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
They said Yoda. Like, obviously they cared. Go with them. Good religion with the Wookiees I have.
Yeah. Took forever, though.
What if Anakin lost the pod race?
Oh. That wouldn't have been good. What if Qui-Gon freed both of them?
Oh, man.
Oh, boy, would that change the story. No, but the possibilities there are really good.
And I
it's
hope
just what they're going to pick or what they would pick.
Because I hope they don't pick stuff that is just Jedi and Sith stuff. Like, I want to see a wide range of stuff. What if Jar Jar was never banished?
What if Jar Jar was the secret Sith Lord?
You know what? I got a random question. What is your favorite era of, like, this stuff?
Finn actually.
Yeah. What if Anakin didn't jump even though he had the
actually became a Jedi? Well, you know, they teased that, but nothing ever came of it.
Yeah.
So,
you know, the more I think about Star Wars, the more I feel like the prequel era is my favorite era of Star Wars.
Prequel era is good. No.
Obviously, it's more fleshed out.
Yeah, I
which
mean,
I feel like has a lot to do with it.
it's more of a trying to think, because this always goes back to which era that you kind of grew up with, I guess, because we have a certain, we don't have like the Disney trilogy now. Who's to say 20 years the kids that grew up with that are like, oh, those other ones are awful. This is the way to go right here, which could very well happen. It's the same thing that happened with from us to our parents' generation, because they grew up with the original trilogy, So it's all about the subjective stuff of it. I remember when I showed my brother the original trilogy, and he was like, "What the heck is this?" Because all he had ever saw was the prequel trilogy.
But wait, there's more movies. Yeah.
Yeah, it was confusing because it was the cut that had New Hope as 4, and then 5 and 6, and I'm like, episode 4, what? I was like, just watch.
Yeah, that was always weird. It's like, what?
Yeah, this goes back into that. I know you're talking about what was my favorite era. That for Nate and those in the chat, what order do you watch?
Timeline. I go 1 through 9 with the Rogue One and Solo in between 3 and 4.
Numerical, okay. I mean, they're
honestly, I don't get why people watch 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3, 7, 8, 9. Because
some people like to watch it in that order.
Yeah, but it's just overall, like, the only thing I can think of is like it shows
good. You're not missing
You're
nothing.
not missing much. Like it shows Vader as a badass before you watch episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Because there's some, I know people that watch.
I heard something about like a machete cut.
What?
I think that's what it's called. But you watch 4 and 5, and then after Vader reveals that to Luke that he is, then you go back and watch episodes 1, 2, and 3 before you watch 6, and it's like, what?
Hey, some people do that. It's whatever order you like. I mean, I've never. I'm not crazy enough. I don't watch them all at once. So typically I will watch one trilogy and then that's what I'll watch for the day. No, it's Ray Palpatine, guys.
I will slap you.
You can't just take people's last name.
Well, apparently Ray can. But the only problem I have with watching the movies and like from 1 through 9 is I'm starting with my favorite first, and then everything is just downhill from there.
Now that was a theory for a while, but nobody could get the timeline to add up.
No, there was no timeline where that made sense. There was no timeline where that made sense.
But it was a it was a thing for a bit. People were like, "Oh, can we make that work?" Oh man. You're talking about era though, but I'm probably the Imperial side. Like that's my favorite era of Star Wars.
So 4, 5, and 6?
Probably. Even though they don't like I don't know, it's just there's something about that era.
Well, they're the original films.
Yeah.
But also just like story-wise.
And like there's a sense of it because like the scene in Empire, because Empire is such a good movie still.
Empire is my second favorite Star Wars movie.
8, 7, and 8, 9, 10. Well, 7 was just 4 remade. I mean,
but it was still fun. Like Force Awakens was still really good.
And like they knew what they were doing because even when Han was like, So it's just bigger.
Yeah.
It's the Death Star, just bigger. Well, so what? We can.
The Last Jedi was a different Star Wars movie, but it wasn't necessarily a bad one. It's just there's like no overarching. Yeah, we'll say that for a future podcast.
Yeah. Like I said, I know I've said this before, but having 3 different directors did not help that trilogy.
It's not so much the 3 different directors; it's the fact that there wasn't like a behind the scenes agreement on what the overall story they were trying to tell with the trilogy was.
You know
They
how
were
you
just
solve
like,
that?
they were just like, okay, so here's this movie, cool. Let's bring this guy in to make a movie. Sweet. How did these 2 connect? You fix this. Well, okay, Palpatine's back.
JJ, get back in here. Fix this right now. That's
Yeah.
how that went.
Just I hate it.
I don't know.
There was no structure, and that's what ruined it. And I'm hoping they learn from that.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. I mean, it's Star Wars. I'm always going to love it. So, I mean,
Hell, there's stuff that I want to see made that could be prequels to the prequel.
prequels to the prequels.
Do you remember when Episode 1 first came out? There was a young adult book series. I'd say young adult, it's like a teen book series called Jedi Apprentice. It told the story of Qui-Gon training Obi-Wan.
I remember that.
I want to see that turned into a little miniseries.
Yeah.
Like, show us Siri Tachi, Obi-Wan's first love interest.
Yeah. Well, see.
And her master, Adi Gallia.
See, that was kind of like the what I liked about the back half of Visions. No, not Visions. Tales of the Jedi.
Tales of the Jedi.
Because when they did the whole bit with the Dooku
and Qui-Gon.
like that was good. And Yaddle. I was like, what is the name of the said person?
Don't feel bad. I was over here going, Sobble? Wait, that's Pokemon.
Yaddle. But no, like that, because it's stuff we haven't seen. So
Yeah.
It was really good.
Which Bryce Dallas Howard did an amazing job with her.
Like having watched that, and then when you get to like it adds a whole extra layer of to Dooku's character for me. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you can understand him more. But I don't know. We're talking about Star Wars too much, man.
I mean, on one hand, you can't talk about Star Wars too much.
Yeah.
Kind of like you can't talk about Dragon Ball too much.
Oh man. But
Speaking of, I'm the one who did it this time.
I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about?
Let's see if I can find it.
What are we finding?
There is. Hold on.
You entertain the masses. I'm gonna grab more water.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm trying to find this. Dragon Ball. Yep. Okay. Yep. There it is. I'll really say it when he gets back, but I'm trying to find a picture of it. What's this? Oh no. Oh great. It's gonna be the Tournament of Power. Fuck. When is Battle Hour? Like, when does this take place? Games panel. The 28th. Okay. Sweet. That's on a Sunday. I'm gonna try to see if he wants to do something for that. There's a watch party for Dragon Ball Z. Woohoo! Oh, this is fun. Enter for a merch giveaway. Listen, I'm here. I am here for this. January 27th, 28th. All right, bet. I'm excited for this. Awesome. First off, I want to enter that. Oh wait, can I enter this? Oh, why the fuck? Give people who aren't going to be there a chance to enter these contests. That would have been so cool. But no, it's only for people who are going to be there. Also, yeah, more info. Check in on all the. I'm sad now. Whatever. Yeah. But happy Sunday, guys. Hope y'all are. Oh wait, no, today's Saturday. Wow. I didn't even hesitate. There was confidence there, and I fucked it up. Saturday. Happy Saturday, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just dumb. Hope y'all are having a freaking-tastic Saturday. I found the thing.
You find what you were looking for?
I did. January 27th and 28th is going to be what is called Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. It's a conference, a 2-day conference about Dragon Ball stuff. By my understanding here. Let's see. Day 1 is Sandland exclusive movie night. Okay, so day 2 is the big day. Day 2 is Dragon Ball Super Card Game, Fusion World Exhibition Match, blah, blah, blah. Dokkan and Legends data, watch party for Dragon Ball Z. Here's the big one. Dragon Ball Games Producer Panel. What that's supposed to be is, let's see if I can find the picture again.
It's going to be Tenkaichi 4, yes?
Not just that. Here's the thing. We'll be bringing you news about the upcoming DLC for Kakarot and the recently announced Sparking Zero. And the picture that is with this is Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku.
Okay.
So.
Well, I was going to say, Kakarot hasn't touched any of Super, has it?
Depends on how you want to look at it. Battle of Gods and Resurrection F.
Oh, yeah. I guess yeah. I guess you could take. Hey, I didn't do it. Wasn't me this time.
Dragon Ball. It's almost like that's our favorite, like one of our favorite anime to talk about.
Yep. That's the way things go, man.
But yeah. I'll send you the
you're literally.
Just send me the picture that I was talking about. It's almost like that's what you guys meant over. Quite literally, yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so. And he looks like he's on Supreme Kai's world, so.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but.
I don't know, I'm just here.
Yeah, I know.
Look at me, I won't be playing it.
That's the thing. I still gotta finish it. I gotta finish. Yeah, I gotta finish Midnight Sun.
Your backlogs, you do be long. Then you gotta do Gotham Knights again.
Oh yeah, I was doing that too. Yeah, life happens and things.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, life punched me in the face in the summer last year.
Yeah.
Brought my shit to a grinding halt.
I can't even tell you what I finished last year, but it's okay.
Which sucks because that was going to be one of my questions. What was one of your favorite games that you streamed last year?
Oh, well, you already know the answer to that. Probably. I don't know. I still can't pick one of them.
Resident Evil 4 for you, for sure.
I enjoyed the hell out of that game. I really did. It changed enough to be fresh.
Didn't you do the DLC too?
No, I haven't done it yet. Well, I have not done that. I don't know how long it is, so I'll have to see how long they made it.
I know a website that can tell us.
Yeah, I don't know how long Separate Ways is. I know they changed it quite a bit.
Main story 5 hours. Main plus extra 6. Completionist 10.5.
You're talking about that. I thought you're. I was like,
For the DLC.
Yeah, okay, the DLC. I was like, what?
DLC.
Sorry, brain went. My brain went 5 hours to beat RE4. No, that was RE3.
Let me look some up real quick. I want to confirm some before I before I give my answer on that.
Well, it's going to be Baldur's Gate 3.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Sweet. That was awesome. Mine's tied between 2 games.
Well, I didn't get a tie.
You're allowed to? There wasn't a stipulation.
Well, that's okay. You know what the 2 would be. So it's
Yeah,
all good.
Resident Evil 4 and Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
Boom.
To be fair, before those came out, Dead Space was really good.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you didn't do Dead Space. I want to play that. I want to play Dead Space.
Yeah, the remake for it was good.
What else? I was about to say, what else did you stream last year, but you said you can't remember.
Dead Space, RE4, Jedi, Ocarina, Majora's, and yeah, those are on there.
You did some Kakarot.
Did do some Kakarot, didn't finish it, so
yeah.
And then the last half of it is a blur. Some of Midnight Suns, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Which leads me to this is a challenge for Shrix. I want to see if he can remember something.
Uh-oh.
So my 2 favorite games that I streamed last year are Midnight Suns, obviously. But there's another one that came out. I say that came out that I streamed. That I just fell in love with. I want to see if anyone can remember that game.
Mm-hmm.
It was a small game. It took me like a stream and a half to do. It was not a new release. When did it come out? The game came out in 2017. Son of a bitch, you are correct.
Oh, man.
God damn, tricks in his memory.
Hey, better memory than I got for some things.
Redeemer.
Oh.
It is exactly as he describes it. It's a top-down punch 'em / shoot 'em up. Now, I was just gonna test it. I was like, I downloaded this game because it was on PlayStation Plus Extra.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try it out because it looked cool. All the picture is like this old man, like cut, like looking like Master Roshi bulked up, with a sledgehammer, and I think he's holding a gun. Yeah, he's holding a pistol in the other hand. And
knew what the game was, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I hyped the hell out of that game up. I loved that game.
Yeah, that's just the issue I have with it. I don't have nearly as much time as I would like to put into things to keep the takes me forever to get through anything on a good stream schedule anyway.
Well, like you keep saying, do what you can.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like you have a full-time job. We're proud of you for that, by the way.
Last game finished was 22. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's hard to remember some of them. Honestly, I think I finished Revelations 2 last year too. Or was that end of the year before? I don't know. It's been a while.
Do you export all your stuff to YouTube?
I do not.
Oh, so much for looking that up.
No, I do not have the effort to do that. Wouldn't be as consistent.
Well, I know you keep talking about like you wish you had all the spare time that I have.
Oh, I wish I had.
Well, like I keep saying, it's a blessing and a curse.
I know, but
It's a
it'd be
blessing and a
nice.
curse. But,
Like for me, boils down to like, I need. I like to have my decompress time on things, and it's like, you know, I get up at 6, go to work, sit and stare at a computer all day, and I just don't have the energy to even turn my computer on. Some nights when I get home, I'm like, ugh.
yeah.
Yeah. Those on split shift would be better off. Yeah, see, that's the other aspect of it too for you. You add in school and everything else on mine. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. But hey, we will get through Midnight Suns this year.
You better.
We are in part 3 now, so we will get through. We're in the final act. And then there's other stuff coming out this year, so I got to catch up with everything too.
What all is?
But as far as the things to catch up on, there's only a couple of big things that I want to hit from last year, and that's Spider-Man 16 at some point, and then
I forget. Were you gonna want to play Armored Core, or you're not big on mechs? Sorry.
no, I like mechs. What else are there? 16. Mirage. Mirage is one I want to get through too at some point.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
I'm not going to dissuade you from it, but I'd like to dissuade you from it.
Let's play them. Because, I don't know. I might revisit Unity and Syndicate since we've been talking about them.
I need to, just because I haven't played Rogue or Unity, but I feel like I need to play Black Flag first.
Have you not played Black Flag?
Not since it came out.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while. There were talks of that was going to be the one they were going to remake, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, that feels like a random one. Honestly, if you're going to remake any of them, remake the first one. But at the same time, they technically did that with Mirage in terms of like gameplay and everything about it.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing different is the story. Everything else is the same. Then it's not a remake, dumbass. Shut up. Come on, man. I'm looking at lots of games coming out next year. And aside from Final Fantasy VII,
I think 23 was the loaded year.
It kind of was.
I know.
Which is weird because it was loaded, but not a lot of them I cared about.
Because it was like this year's 7 Part 2 and I'm sure there's other stuff, but that's
for me, Black Myth Wukong, the big Souls-like game that follows the
another
coming out. Journey to the West.
Oh, do you think we'll get another one in November? Isn't that
Another what, November?
This church talking about Pokemon already.
What was it? Pokemon Day is on February, I believe it's 27th, which I think is Cody's birthday.
It's like another mainline entry.
I fully expect there to be a new Pokemon game this year announced at Pokemon Day, if not sooner.
Y'all think we're going to get a mainline entry already?
No, I think this year's going to be a remake.
Yeah. I was going to say, I could see a remake or another.
Next year will probably be Gen 10.
Yeah.
But this year, I believe.
They're going to. Because when is the 30th? Is it 25 or 26? It's going to be.
I want to say it's 27.
Because it came out earlier in Japan. I thought it was 96. So 26? Okay, because that's going to be the year they do something.
Oh, yeah. The 30th anniversary is going to be a big year for Pokemon. So,
US
Pokemon Black and White or another. Honestly, I can say both because we got Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl in November, and then that 2 months later we got the Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
So I get both.
Yes, it's 26. Yeah, I still need to play that too at some point. But I haven't played Pokemon in a while. A mainline or any of them. Like I said, the last ones I played were the remakes of Omega and whatever. Ruby and Sapphire remakes.
I'm looking at lists of upcoming games for 2024, right?
Yeah.
Unscheduled releases. Okay, cool, sweet, awesome. Love that Dragon Ball Z Universe 2. Wait, what?
Oh.
PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Those already got an update, though.
Greedfall 2? Hello? Okay, Wikipedia, you done me wrong. You don't have Jurassic Park Survival listed on here. Little Nightmares 3, Lollipop Chainsaw, Repop.
Oh, that'll be something to do. I got this list here.
Octopath Traveler 2 on Xbox One and Xbox Series X.
Tekken 8.
What?
Oh,
that's what I'm looking at.
Like a Dragon.
Oh, that's a prequel. Okay.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws. Excited for that.
That's a thing too.
Untitled Ninja. Oh, there's a Mutant Mayhem. Yeah.
Look at all these. Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Video game-based films and television series coming out next year. Knuckles, Fallout, Borderlands, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
See, one on this list is going to be the flop of the year.
Where are we at? What are we talking about? Oh, Skull and Bones. Yeah.
If it even comes out.
Listen, I love Ubisoft. Take a hint, guys. Take a hint.
Tactical role-playing. What is this? Ooh. I'm curious about that. I'll have to look into that. I like tactical role-play.
I will give the Suicide Squad game credit and respect because they have tributes to both Kevin Conroy and I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but they have like plaques with their names on them and their birth year and date.
Oh, hello. We're getting the Tokyo Revengers game.
Action RPG.
Interesting. I will have to check that out.
There's Dragon Dogma 2. Yay. Princess Peach.
You might be right because that is a March Capcom release, isn't it? Yep.
Told you.
Because they're not going to release two big games around that time.
Rise of the Ronin, I'm still hesitant about that. We'll see.
It could be good. Sandland, I'm curious about that.
Curious, but not enough to where I'm gonna. And then there's a jump to July,
Yeah.
and the first game that comes out is in August.
Oh man. Yours is August, mine is September. I am ready for this game.
Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines 2.
Mm-hmm. I am absolutely ready for that game. That's the opposite effect of Dragon's Dogma, because it was like, why didn't we ever get a sequel to that? But hey, I'll take it. Because Space Marine was, oh Lord, 2012, 2013. It was somewhere around that time. And this is just what's announced too. So, like,
Yeah, there's obviously going to be more stuff that's going to come out that we don't know right now. So I'm curious to see what all comes out, because we're only 13 days into the year. So.
yeah, Clock Tower, Dragon Ball. I don't. Why is Dragon Ball on the list? I don't understand.
I don't know. But why isn't Shining Hero on here? Jurassic Park Survival's on in here. I'm guaranteeing people are expecting that to come out next year.
Wait,
Final Fantasy 14 on Xbox Series X.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm sure the list is old.
Wrath of Cobra.
Yeah.
Greedfall 2, which is a prequel. Going that route again.
I'm still excited for this if it actually comes out.
Yeah, Sam.
Because that looked really good.
Sam. Wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance? Why is that on there?
That's already out. Oh,
Switch.
they're putting that to Switch? Oh, gosh.
Okay. Legend of Legacy? HD remastered? What the fuck is... Okay. Okay. Little Nightmares 3. I need to get Little Nightmares 2 and play that this year.
Oh, yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 2 remastered.
I forgot that was coming out.
Yeah. Octopath Traveler 2 on Xbox.
Yes, Thousand Year Door remake. Excite. Shadow. But
Senua's Sagas, Hellblade 2, whenever that comes out.
Star Wars. Outlaws.
I'm excited for Outlaws. I feel bad that I forgot about Outlaw. Test Drive Unlimited? Wait, they're coming out with a new Test Drive?
Yes. Tales of the Shire. Lord of the Rings game.
Oh, that's the Stardew like game that's coming out.
Ooh, okay. Chronicles. I don't know. But that aside, you look at that, and then like the list that we had for 23, like it's really no comparison, honestly, for what we had in 23. So I expect this to be a so-so year. You'll have a couple of big hits.
You say that. Let's wait until we actually know shit.
No, I mean, most of the stuff will be, because you got Outlaws, Final Fantasy, and Dragon Ball. But the only reason I say that is coming off of the year we had. So, like, you had Spider-Man 2, you had a Zelda game, you had a Final Fantasy game.
You had 3 Mario games.
Like, there's going to be a cool-off period at some point for that.
You should look at the link I just sent you.
What you got?
That's the list we need to look at. Wait.
Listed that.
Oh, never mind. I'm dumb.
Nate sent me a list of the movies, folks, for 24, and I could already tell you what the one he's waiting for the most.
In the year where we're getting Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, finally in the classic suit.
That is not the most exciting movie for Nate this year.
No, it's not. Because in the movie where that is happening, we are also getting Godzilla Kong, A New Empire. And I need that movie in my life yesterday.
Oh, good news. It got bumped up.
It got bumped up a whole 2 weeks. But you know what? That is 2 weeks that I cannot wait to play it. Play it, watch it, whatever. Listen, that Thursday night, I'm taking the night off because I'm seeing that shit in IMAX.
What's we got here on these? Oh, yeah, Madam Web is a thing.
Yeah, and it's going to be a flop. I'm expecting that wholeheartedly.
Hello Kitty friendship is wait, what? Was that in the movies or the games? No, it had to be in the movies. I didn't see Hello Kitty.
Dune Part 2, man.
Yeah, that's like the biggest hit so far that I've seen.
Yeah, just wait.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda 4, so we were talking about that earlier.
Well, there's one that has one of your favorite actors in it that you passed.
Dustin Hoffman. Isn't he dead?
No!
I thought he was.
No. But you missed Argyle, however you say it.
What is it?
Back in February 2nd. It's a movie by Matthew Vaughn, and it's starring Henry Cavill, Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, Bryan Cranston, John Cena, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, I remember seeing stuff for that.
Looks pretty fun.
Yeah. That's the issue, though. Nothing jumps out so far. It's like, gotta see that.
Nothing that I care about.
Oh, Dune.
Damsel, I remember that. Yeah, that's a Netflix movie. Imaginary looks interesting. Which is funny. That's 2 movies this year about imaginary friends. One is a horror movie, one is a comedy. Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're remaking Roadhouse. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Arthur the King. King Arthur. Hi, Mark Wahlberg. What you got?
I mean, anytime Mark Wahlberg's involved. Mark Wahlberg and Simu Liu. And
based on a book.
Interesting. There it is.
Julia.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. It was going to be so good.
Man.
Marketing for that should be like just launching any day now.
Yeah. First Omen, Rebel Moon Part 2. Don't understand it.
Kingdom of Planet of the Apes. I'm excited about that. That looks good.
What is If?
Imaginary Friends. Ryan Reynolds is on it.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, it looks cute. There's one I'm waiting on you to see. But Furiosa looks good. Garfield,
Yeah, Furiosa, again, they're like way late to the party on that.
I mean, we got Fury Road back in 2015.
Yeah, well, that was how long? Was it 2015? I thought it was later than that.
It was 2015. It was the same year as Jurassic World.
Well, and so, Bad Boys 4. All right.
Horizon and American. What? Hold on. Oh, I know what that is. Nah.
I don't know what it is. What is it?
July. Oh, July's going to be stacked between Twisters and Deadpool 3.
Oh, is that the?
A week apart. Yeah, that's the
I'm
unofficial sequel to Twister.
still curious to see how that's going to work.
I need a trailer and I need a poster. Borderlands.
It's not having any of the people in it.
No, it's not. Borderlands, my birthday month. Gimme. Wait. M. Night Shyamalan has a new movie coming out called Trap.
Because it's a trap.
Yeah. Alien Romulus. Yeah. Craven the Hunter. Listen.
Whoa. What? Set between the first two movies? Or
Wait, what?
Set between the events of Alien and Alien.
I didn't even know that movie was filming, much less set with a release date.
No, yeah, Craven too.
I'm intrigued by Craven. That trailer surprised me.
It's
an animated movie.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, what?
It's an animated movie.
Oh, another Saw movie.
Yep. Joker, don't care. What was that? Whitebird?
Wait, what? Are we really doing this again?
I don't know. Will it come up?
No.
Page
No.
does not exist. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, you don't have anything. Terrifier 3, heck yeah. Venom 3.
Can I just say that December actually has a very stacked lineup?
Amateur Red One.
Hold on, before you scroll down anymore, let's see. I want to see Red One. I think that's going to be fun.
Gladiator 2. Really late to the party.
We'll see. I'll believe that when I see it. Same with Venom 3. Curious about Venom 3.
Really late to the party. Wicked, Lord of the Rings.
Okay, for Karate Kid, look at the two casting people I have on there.
I like it.
They have Jackie Chan from the remake, and they have the original Danielson. Oh my god, I didn't realize Mufasa and Sonic were on the same day. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord of the Rings movie, that's an animated movie.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that movie. Obviously, I'm excited for Mufasa. I feel like there's an obligation for me to be excited for that one. Sonic 3 looks good. I wonder who's going to voice Shadow, and then Nosferatu is going to be fun. We don't know yet. They haven't officially announced who's voicing Sonic Shadow yet. Also, Fast 11. No, that's going to be not next year, right? What, the year after? Is it next year?
I don't know. You gotta get through Hobbs Hobbs Part 2 or whatever, because that's a thing.
But also Dracula Untold. I really like that movie.
Yeah, that's a thing. Which is weird, because Fast and Furious is the gift that just keeps on giving. Vin Diesel said, "We're done when I say we're done."
Wait. When was this said? 2:15. Hold on. It's been a new change in stuff here. Huh.
Yes. Care to share with the class?
Hold on. Let me read this real quick. Development on both sequels were suspended due to the writer's strike. We knew that. But according to an article yesterday, okay, I'm actually going to turn off my ad blocker because I need to read this.
Oh, serious.
Fast 11 will go back to basics. Could introduce new villain per report.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. Though the most recent Fast and Furious movie ended on a cliffhanger with the villain at large, Fast 11 could be bringing in another new antagonist as it goes back to basics.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Jeff Snyder, someone reported that the franchise is going back to basics and is aiming to be lean and mean, with budgets being trimmed a fair bit. Snyder sources say Fast 11 will have a budget of $200 million or less, and will apparently be a throwback to the first film, with the team going to less major locations and being more focused on one big high-store race. Interestingly, though, the source says that Vin Diesel will be back despite the recent accusations against him. It will likely be his character's one last job movie, countering Diesel's previous announcement about there being 2 more films in the Fast and Furious series. Finally, Snyder says that if Fast 11 does indeed prove to be the final entry in the series, Universal may not have Jason Momoa's Dante Reyes as a primary villain, instead opting to introduce a new one.
That would make no sense.
That is stupid.
Anything? Well, what about the Hobbs movie?
Nothing.
Is that where they're going to make the mess of that?
Everything on that movie was halted during the writer's strike, and now that apparently, because that was on comingsoon.net, but at the same time, let me look. Hold on, let me do some research.
Yeah, none of that makes any sense to me.
Let me look into this. Okay, that's coming soon.
Nate's like, let me check on this.
Because, like you said, like that is stupid because it makes no sense considering how the last movie ended.
I don't know. None of this makes any sense with the way they're doing those. I'm shocked we have 11 of those movies.
We shouldn't. We should have stopped at 7.
Yeah. It'd be something.
Like Fast and the Furious movies are the type of movies where I question why they're still a thing, yet I still go see them opening weekend.
That's where they get you.
Because they're dumb action films, and you just want to see how crazy they get, regardless of, like, okay, how the fuck?
When they finally made the joke canon of cars in space, I mean,
I should have been done right then and there, but they pulled us in with Jason Momoa,
which is good because he was definitely a fresh take on it.
He was honestly one of the best villains in the franchise.
But it's anything after 4, I just kind of you just suspend your belief and go, oh, okay.
Well, that's all, because that's where they become less about street racing and more about big action-y stunts.
Yeah. I still wonder if all of this was going to be the plan if Paul Walker hadn't passed.
Yeah, because
that shifted the whole focus and tone of or not the tone, but the direction.
Because here's the thing that gets me about this is Mia's inclusion in the stories does not make sense. Because Brian would have been there with Dom through all of it.
Yep.
Without hesitation. He would have kept Mia at home, out of harm's way, and he would have dealt with it. When he found out that Dom turned heel, you think he was just going to sit there?
Yeah.
No, he would have come out and been like, yo, what the fuck, Dom? Instead, they wrote it off as he's taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
While Mia, which, good for Mia, getting out there kicking ass. But story-wise, the lack of Brian it does not make sense.
It is, it's the way they do things for it.
Like Mia being there makes sense because it's her the brother with John Cena. Like her being there, that makes sense.
I forgot that was the thing.
But where's Brian? It's nah.
Like I said, I forgot that was a thing.
They got to bring Brian back in the last movie. They got to be careful with that again because Paul Walker unfortunately passed away, and they can use his brother, Cody, who basically looks just like him, to fill in the blanks. But
that would be great. But
here comes the Skyline. Well, hell, the Skyline was in Fast 11.
It did make an appearance in the movie.
He's coming. He's coming. Like, I wanted Dom to be like, man, not Dom, but Roman to be like, man, where the fuck you been? We went to space. We fought submarines. Drove through a minefield. Where the hell were you, man? Watching SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Doing whatever?
I forgot they did all this.
Story-wise, it just doesn't make sense to exclude the character. That being said, Charlize Theron. Fantastic villain. Like, just use him for the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Hey, they could do it. Gosh. Fantastic villain.
Cypher gotta die. She really do. The Cypher was good. Plus, Charlize Theron, she's good in anything she does.
I don't know, man. There's so much from it in those movies. I was just happy that 11 was like really good.
What do you mean 11?
Or 10. I'm sorry, 10. We're talking about 11. And I was like, wait a minute.
No, 10 was.
Everyone becomes family. What are you talking about?
She better not become family.
Everybody becomes family in the end.
But, no, if that rumor about 11 is true, then I don't know how I'm going to feel about that.
Yeah. Hey, it's not too bad, though. At least you get your Hobbs movie.
Listen, the more movies The Rock is in, the less I like it.
Well, he's got other plans, in case y'all didn't know.
Supposedly, we'll see if that comes to fruition. Whenever Roman wants to fucking work. Listen, keep in mind, I don't watch wrestling anymore. I just keep up with it through Twitter and this guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Now they're saying he's not scheduled for the Chamber, so
yeah.
He's going to be Kratos.
I will not watch it.
If he was going to be Kratos, it'd be Triple H. But he could do it.
Well, that depends. Well, no, they said it was going to be based off of the 2018 game.
I would say he could do it. Rock as Kratos would be a little weird. Like,
kind of like Rock as All Might. Just shoot me now.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
Shoot me now.
You know what's going to happen?
At least he wasn't. There's something about 2023 we didn't talk about.
Hmm.
You, Hakusho.
We didn't talk about it on here, but I mean, we did talk about it.
Yeah, you and I talked about it, but this is supposed to be like the recap of anything that came out last year. First and foremost, One Piece live action was phenomenal. He has no opinion on the matter.
I mean, it was a thing.
It was a very good thing.
Another thing.
The Rock is going to be Ganondorf? No. Just like they don't need Tom Holland to play Link. Bring in the kid who's playing Percy Jackson.
Oh, gosh. Tom Holland is Link. I can see it now. Tom Holland as Link, Rock as Ganondorf, Zendaya as Zelda.
No.
I can see it now.
The only live action adaptation that Tom Holland and Zendaya need to be in is a live action Atlantis
I could get behind that.
with Terry Crews in it, Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Oh man!
Just picture Danny DeVito. You'll have to stare to the dirt. Who the fuck would play Benny? Oh, air, gunpowder, natural glycerin, notepads, fuses, weeks, glue.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, oh my god, it would be such a Baron Cohen. Oh my god, it would be such a Baron Cohen. But no.
He's got to be in everything, don't you know?
If anything, make Rock Crocodile. At least that'd be a fun fight.
He's got to have other people with him. His movies can't hang as much, don't you know?
All right, so who's Kevin Hart going to be?
I don't know.
He doesn't watch One Piece, so he has no idea what the fuck.
You'll just say, here, Kevin, here's the script.
I'm Zio.
Oh, no. That wouldn't be, that would be something.
That would imply we're getting a live action JoJo's, and God help me on that.
Zotaro, you sitting there with your stands.
All I hear with Dio is Antfish from The Abridged, because all it is his Tim Curry impression. So all I hear with Dio is Tim Curry, and I can't unhear it.
Yeah, I know he was Matt Mercer.
Wait, what, Matt Mercer? What? Matt Mercer was in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Yes.
I don't watch JoJo, so I don't fucking know.
Well, you're the Matt Mercer extraordinaire.
I am not the Matt Mercer extraordinaire. I'm just a big fan.
Say that again.
I'm just a big fan of his work. Don't judge me.
Yeah. Well, they screwed that part up, though, Strix, the way they released it. Part 1, part 2. I think they did part 3 and 4. Is it just part 3? It was a weird release schedule. I don't know. Something. Watch JoJo's.
Don't make me watch JoJo's.
One at a time. No, they didn't do them one at a time. They did.
Oh God, he was in Demon Slayer. Motherfucker, I'm bad at this.
They did. It was like part 1, then part 2, and part 3. They did 12 episodes at a time.
Oh, I am currently doing homework on.
Are we doing homework? What are we doing?
I'm looking at who all Matt voiced, and I didn't realize he was a Leorio in Hunter x Hunter.
Indeed.
Then again, I haven't watched Hunter x Hunter, so.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Been a very hot minute since I've seen it.
Listen, you got me thinking. Okay, you got me curious. So now I have to know.
American version, Raucous Tagoro. What was that?
Keep that one-trick pony out of my Yu-Gi Hakusho.
Yusuke, it doesn't matter what your name is.
It doesn't matter who trained you. I hate it so much.
Take your spirit cuffs and Tagoro's.
Shine them up real nice, stick them sideways, and stick them straight up your candy.
No, don't know. That would be just stupid. I couldn't take that seriously.
Oh, but you can take him as Tagoro? Seriously?
Yeah, they got the same figure.
Okay.
Well, don't tell me they don't. Look, have you seen the size of those two guys?
I've seen Tagoro at 120%. Let's go.
That's why they got them.
Listen, having The Rock as Albert Wesker implies we're getting another live-action Resident Evil movie, which after the last one, let's not.
Oh, they're gonna wind up that trick pony again.
Oh, God. Just...
Ah, what? Y'all didn't like Welcome to Raccoon City? They made Leon an idiot. Man. I love it. The look. You want to try to combine three games. Don't you remember when Jill had a thing for Wesker? Oh, don't do that.
I almost reported the stream for hate speech.
Look, if you saw Welcome to Raccoon City, you would understand.
You would understand my pain.
Mm-mm.
3 words. Flaming walking zombie.
Yep.
Oh my God. That was so stupid. What did we watch after that to cleanse? Was it Uncharted?
Uncharted. The much better video game movie.
A much better video game movie. Because Welcome to Raccoon City was not it.
Yeah. Made the other ones look tolerable. Hey, I didn't hate those movies as much as everybody did. They were very much a guilty pleasure.
The first 2, sure. 3 on, no.
I liked 3. 3 was all right. It was Extinction, wasn't it?
Yep. What was it? Extinction after. I don't even care to remember.
Apocalypse, Extinction,
Knew that.
Afterlife,
Retribution, the final chapter.
I think there was another one in there too. Maybe
No.
I don't know.
Don't make me look this up. I hate you for making me look this up.
Apocalypse. No, first one, Apocalypse, Extinction.
No, I was right.
Retribution, Afterlife, final chapter.
Apocalypse, Extinction, Afterlife, Retribution, final chapter.
Shit, I had those 2 backwards.
I liked Uncharted. Yeah, it was really good. And they're working on a sequel.
Sequel to Uncharted.
Sequel's been confirmed. You know what other video game adaptation was really fun? Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah, Twisted Metal was a thing that happened.
It did happen last year, and it was good.
I forgot.
No, you should fix yourself. Go and watch it.
I forgot that came out last year.
It's only 8 episodes. Go do it.
Oh, Nate was like, "Oh, hey, I watched it all."
It was good. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
I didn't say it wasn't.
I was just expressing my opinion.
I didn't say it wasn't.
And now we got Fallout coming out in April.
Oh, I forgot about Fallout. We hadn't talked about it at all.
I think The Last of Us just destroyed everything with how good it was. I haven't seen it because I don't want to, even though 2 of my girls are in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to win every award ever.
Listen, they shouldn't have even had a video game adaptation at the Game Awards last year, which, by the way, they need to stop doing the Game Awards because it's not like they matter anymore. Because it doesn't matter what was on there. If you saw The Last of Us was in there, like, game over. Regardless of how good Mario was, regardless of how good Twisted Metal was, or hell, I even hear Gran Turismo was not a bad movie.
Yeah, that's what Halo. Oh, that second season starts too in February, I believe.
Yeah, I guess he's not going to watch it. This guy.
I made it through 2 episodes?
I was about to say, you didn't finish it. I remember that.
I don't think I made it through 2 or 3. It
And
wasn't a lot.
I get it. You know, it's an alternate reality. It's an alternate universe where Chief doesn't mind taking his helmet off. And he has sex.
Fell asleep 4 different times. Well, you got better than I did. So I was just like, what?
Which sucks because visually it looks amazing.
Oh, there's a scene in the first episode where it was like straight up what a Halo series should be, and then the rest of it is not that.
Yeah. And also, how dare they make Master Chief just yell at Cortana the entire series? Fuck you.
Yell at Cortana, takes his helmet off the entire series. I mean, hey.
Spends more time outside of his armor and helmet than in it.
Gosh, I forgot that was a thing. But, you know, you're talking about the video game stuff from there. We're talking about Fallout. I've actually liked what we've seen so far out of it.
I don't want to say excited, but I'm intrigued because I like Fallout, but very casually.
Yeah,
but the show looks good.
They can have fun with it, but it's just.
I'll tell you what was announced are currently being written for Amazon Prime, God of War. For Netflix, Horizon. The prequel, like a Horizon Zero Dawn prequel series.
Do we need a prequel series?
Listen, they could also listen. There's so much they could tell between the fall of humanity to where the game starts. I didn't think Gears of War was confirmed. Wait. You are correct. Yes.
Is Batista in it?
If Batista's not in it, I'm not watching it.
He wants to be in the movie. Or the show.
Movie, whatever.
It's been his thing. He wants to be in it.
Yeah. Kind of like he wanted to be Bane, but James Gunn says he's too old for that role now.
Yep.
But
I don't know. That'd be that's pretty much the only video game things coming out this week. Fallout, Halo Part 2.
There's several. Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Yeah, Sonic. Is that going to be
They were on the list. They were on the list. Borderlands comes out in August.
I thought it was going to be 25 before we got that.
Oh, Last of Us Season 2 is not filming until February? Yeah, that's coming out next year.
Because HBO's cash cow this year is House of the Dragon Season 2.
Which Matt Smith has said that it's coming out in August. My birthday month is getting stacked this year, just saying.
Which I like, because as much as it was good to get into the routine of Game of Thrones every year, this gap has made it sucks, but at the same time, like it's going to be good because they're taking their time. And when it comes to things that when you think you're out, they pulled you in, that is damn near top of the list with how good. I was talking about things that when you think you're out because it was awful.
Oh, yeah.
That is damn near the top of the list.
Speaking of, did you see what they said about their Star Wars series? The one that was canceled?
What? I know what did they say about it?
I can't remember the exact wording, but they said, like, their story theirs was a story about, like, the start of the Jedi stuff. Like, it was the introduction of, like, the first lightsaber, and they were like, Disney didn't want to tell that story. No, they didn't want you to tell that story because they saw what you did with Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you rushed one of the best written TV shows. You rushed the final 2 seasons just so you can get to working on Star Wars, and the production value, quality, and value of those last 2 seasons were so terrible, so poorly, just dumbly written. Nobody wants to work with them anymore.
Like I said, they pulled you back in with that 100%.
Oh my god!
Like, first season of that was fabulous.
Just all the chef kiss. Just.
It's crazy to think about, though, because everybody is like, we're done with it. We swear we're done with it.
And they were like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'll be very happy because depending on how far they get into that story, there is some shit that is going to go down this season.
Oh, I already know I'm going to be uncomfortable as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not, because I know that it gets crazy. But
that's going to be one of my favorite things in 24 coming out.
What was it called? Blood and Cheese or something?
Oh, that's definitely one of the storylines. I was thinking of other stuff for 24. Hey, you know what? We haven't talked about this much, and I forgot because it comes out next month. We get a little bit of hype on Walking Dead next month.
Oh, that's right. We do get the new the Rick and Michonne
trailer came out the other day. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with it. Trailer looked really good. It is a fantastic piece of work to have Andrew Lincoln back in the saddle again, and I'm curious to see what they do.
Did the Daryl show come out yet?
Yeah, it's done. It came out.
Because I feel like me asking that question obviously indicates I had no idea it came out. So what was the reception on that?
It was good. People liked it. It was a good, unique story for what it was. If obviously it's the zombie world, you suspend your disbelief on Daryl getting from there to Europe.
Wait, was there someone else showed up too, didn't they?
At the end, something showed up, but I mean,
the fact that she showed up too has me going, huh?
Yeah, but if you suspend your disbelief on that, then it was.
If I have to suspend anything, then it ain't worth watching.
Well, I mean, as much as you can. I mean, it's zombie apocalypse. I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is. But
I still need to watch Dead City.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what this world, those who survive or whatever they're calling it, comes up to be. But it'll be the ultimate test because Daryl is Daryl and Negan is Negan, but that show collapsed after Lincoln left. So
Nate hates having an imagination. No, it's just there's a certain point to where, okay, so how did over here and then just randomly, oh, okay, whatever.
Well, it's getting into the
fan servicing.
Well, not fan service, but into Europe from America in the zombie apocalypse.
And the fact that 2 people showed up. Yeah.
No, that.
Wait. No, I'm dumb. Don't mind me. I totally didn't just search. Wait.
Yes.
I don't know.
Nate is in shock.
No, Nate was reading some spoilers.
No. No, but it's not I'm not applying logic to that. I'm just talking about the ability to traverse that far after everything's collapsed.
Yeah. Especially this far into it.
Yeah.
Because what, 30 years had passed since the zombie apocalypse hit?
No, not 30, I don't think.
Been a minute.
Um,
Honestly, The Walking Dead is a show I've been kind of wanting to go back and rewatch from the beginning.
Oh, I don't know about the beginning, but
I mean, I don't know.
it is a completely different show during that era.
I don't know.
If you want to do that, you can go play Destinies.
How about we not do that and instead watch something or play something else that is good?
You don't want to watch, or you don't want to play Walking Dead Destinies?
No, I don't want to play Walking Dead Destinies. I'd rather use my time on something good.
Oh, now. Tell you, it's going to be a thing that happens.
What?
It's going to be a roast stream.
You'd rather cut off? No, I'm not that crazy. Because there are other games I'd rather play, and I need my hands to play games.
Get robot hands.
No, okay.
And you can play like multiple games.
And then whenever I get ragey, I'd grip the controller till I break the controller. I'm good.
Crush the controller. Where the user be?
No, I'm good. I'll keep my hands, thanks. I need them.
Could be interesting.
But excitement, movies, turning 30. Why was that a thing on here?
Because we were talking about it one day.
Games to be excited for the year. Did The Rock lay out?
We're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, but speaking about that, with the Rock thing, the issue we'll be curious about is going to be versus the live crowd there, if they were to do that, versus the crowd here, because time zones exist. And do you know when Elimination Chamber is going to be happening?
Hold up. February 24th.
Mm-hmm. And you know where it is, right?
Yeah, it's in the UK, right?
No.
Oh, it's on Australia. Oh, it's in Australia.
Which means it will be 5:30 in the morning here when it airs.
Yeah, so we're gonna wake up to learning the winners. Thanks, love that.
So yeah, that's what the thing will be, and like I said, I think Roman is breaking the record. So
at this point, they have to, but doesn't mean I'm looking forward to it.
You got Seth and his title, so there you go.
Yeah, but then you have Roman, who's never there. Brock's been there more than Roman has, and that's saying a whole lot.
And he shows up when he shows up, you know.
Granted, I get it. I hear, like his health is not what it used to be. It's not what it should be because of the leukemia in recession. And when it came back that one time, it really had an impact on him.
Yeah.
Which I get that. I get that. So he can't work nearly as hard. But at the same time, if that's the case, take the fucking title off of him.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll say this in regard to Roman stuff. I've never seen someone stay this hot this long. So, like, typically it dies off at some point. But, like, even at the most recent live event I went to, crowd was still hot for Roman.
Which is so funny because before he turned heel, they were desperately trying to get people to love him as like the top face, but people were like, no, fuck this.
And it's just one of those things, where exactly. As I said, it's still going. Crowds are still very lively for him. Most recently, the event I went to was no exception, and I will be curious about. We're getting Raw in like a couple weeks, so I'm going to try to go to that.
I think we're getting SmackDown, and I'm pretty sure my parents bought tickets for it.
Yeah.
I don't care because I'm not watching it.
But it's always good to, well, he's not losing at WrestleMania. I'm sorry. It's not happening. This is going to turn into last year again, where all I heard going into that weekend was it's a done deal. He's losing the belt. And that's, no. He is 200 and a couple days from breaking the record.
So, what, you think he's going to lose it at SummerSlam?
No, it'll be past SummerSlam. He'll have the record in September, so he'll get it.
Mm.
Cody ain't gonna finish the damn story. I like him, but I cannot stand this version that he's doing right now.
Really? This is the first time you told me you like him, because up until this point, you've hated Cody.
Well, I like Cody the person, but his character story now.
Hey, he's going to be a best man in someone's wedding, just because they had a sign saying, "Will you be
I
my best man?"
like the character for that. That's the other portion of it.
Yeah, who I hate, CM Punk.
It's like them two is so damn funny because you get to, and you go to the other place and all you do is talk trash about WWE. And then you come back, you're like, this is the greatest place ever. A title, please. Title, please.
Yeah. No.
I know I said I hate it here, but title, please. He was literally a beat.
Punk is going to beat Seth and then lose the same night. That he better do it after Money in the Bank.
Well, if they were going to do that, that means Priest would actually have to cash in.
Oh, yeah, Priest does still have it.
And
when is Money in the Bank this year, or are they doing that? Did they get rid of the pay-per-view, or did they just have that as like a match style?
It's the pay-per-view. Or, I'm sorry, premium live event. I'm sorry.
Blah, blah, blah. Technical words I don't
Not
like.
pay-per-views anymore. Keep an eye out on their TV contract, too. That's going to be another interesting thing for Raw.
Whose TV contract?
Raw. Like SmackDown.
Oh, that's right, because it expires soon, doesn't it?
Yeah. The talk is it might wind up on Amazon, so that would be interesting.
Okay, have fun with that.
Yeah. Prime Video. Raw is Prime.
Something said no.
That'd be the way to do it, honestly. But because the streaming side of it is the future. What else is there?
Goals for 2024.
Not watch Dragon Ball Daima.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm gonna have to probably.
Just because we're Dragon Ball fans, and there's an obligation to us to watch that, regardless of how we feel about the bullshit existence that is Daima.
I already know what's going to happen. It's going to be like, oh my gosh, this is actually good. Watch.
I hope you're wrong. I don't want to like Daima. But then again, if I hate Super, I don't think I'm going to like Daima.
We'll see. That's the thing for it. You got that side of it, and then
we got the video games. We're getting more Xenoverse 2 DLC. We're getting more Kakarot DLC, apparently.
But it's just funny because
wait.
Everyone, I know I've said this before, but everyone's like, oh, Daima. And I'm like, y'all hated GT, so why are you excited about this?
Yeah. Well, which is weird because I love GT, except over Super. Yeah, and I hate Daima. Then again, Daima's just You have 2 whole sagas that need to be animated that you can make really good, and instead you're doing this.
Yeah.
But the last manga arc is over, right? The superhero arc is over.
Allegedly.
Did they say anything about like the manga being done?
No.
Because if that's the case, we're getting the next chapter in a few days.
Yeah, they're moving into it.
And we don't know anything about like what they're doing next.
Nope.
So I'm kind of curious to see what they do.
They're definitely going to keep that train rolling as long as they can. They like money. Dragon Ball prints money. They like money.
And yet they're making diamond. That makes no sense. They're not going to make
It's
a
gonna-
dime off of diamond.
It's going to print money. You know. Well, I'm just saying. You know it's going to print money.
I know it is, but god damn it.
You'll see Kid Broly next.
Don't.
They're going to be the power of friendship.
Don't. You know what they need to do? They need to buy the rights to the multiverse manga and just make that.
Man, some stuff in that gets really crazy.
It's better than Super.
Yep. Got any other expectations for 24?
Not watching Daima. I think I talked about this last night on stream. I have like one big goal for 2024, and that's get a new fucking desk.
Get a new desk.
Like this one is. I don't like my camera being right here at this angle. But with the webcam mount thing that I have, that I bought, which by the way was not like what was depicted in the image. Like this is the only place I could put it, and so when I'm gaming, like it's at a weird angle, and I hate it. I miss having the camera right above my gaming monitor, but I can't because this desk has this bit here, which the cubby holes are nice. They're very useful for like storage. Like right here is my water, right here is like my wallet and my keys and stuff. My beans are over here. Huh?
I said that's good to have, though.
It is good to have, but like with this desk the way it is, I can't do much. Like I have a top bit for like a few decorations. I got some statues up here, but I don't know. I need a different desk. I wish I could get a better chair that's more fluffy friendly.
I need a new one eventually. It's been a while since I've upgraded my chair.
Been a while.
Was it stained now?
Don't mind me. I put a critical thing.
You did what?
That's another thing we haven't talked about. I fell down a rabbit hole that I'm just never going to get out of. I started watching Critical Role last year, and it's become like a full-on obsession.
Again, it goes into, I wish I had that time to sink into stuff.
Yeah, I know. But they got around to this, to anytime someone says, it's been a while since I did this, it's been a while since I did that, they just say, it's been a while.
Yeah. So, stained.
Hence my the comment earlier about you're such a fanboy from Matt Mercer now. Like,
hey, we all love Matt Mercer. It's okay.
Matt is a gem of a human being, and I would just be honored to meet him or any of the cast of Critical Role.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, you know.
Surprising no one. Two of my favorites are Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham, but it has nothing to do with their like voice acting cred.
Oh,
like their resume.
They got good voice acting credit, though.
They do. They have like amazing voice actor credit, but it's not their voice acting resume. Why they're my favorite in the show.
Yeah.
They're just so damn good at it. Like their characters are my favorites.
Well, when they have the voice acting background, they can make their characters good.
It's not all of them are, because you got Ashley Johnson, you have Liam O'Brien, Sam Riegel, Marisha Ray, Taliesin Jaffe, obviously Matt Mercer.
It's almost like the acting portion comes into play.
Oh, and when you watch Critical Role, like, I don't see them as actors. I just see them as like just nerdy friends playing D&D together, and I love it.
Yeah, so it gets there on top of it.
So when they start talking about like awards and like voice roles, I'm like, I found myself thinking a few times, oh yeah, they are voice actors. Trix, you underestimate how much I can talk about Critical Role. This is just bare minimum. Also, it's not like I can't repeat things that are said. Hell, fun fact, I'll be redoing the Star Wars podcast. Dakota, you want to be on that one?
When we're doing that.
I don't know. I'll let you know. But yeah, we spent like 30 minutes talking about Star Wars. All that's going to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
I like talking about shit.
You mean we're not going to box ourselves in this time?
No, we're talking about the movies, TV shows, and video games.
Just talk about everything.
All of it. Let's go.
So that was the most challenging part of that. Is like
that was the dumbest decision I've made with my podcast.
What a dumb decision! It was just challenging.
It's
like I'll talk about this, but then this leads into this, which leads into this, and that's like, oops, that goes too far.
For those who don't know, I have my own podcast, Chaotic Podcast, and each episode is its own topic. Well, I did Star Wars a couple years ago. It was 2 years ago. Which, goddamn,
it's been a while.
Anyway, see, it's me now. I thought I had the brilliant, quote unquote, idea to separate the topics into trilogies. So podcast 1 would be the original trilogy. And then the prequels with all the, not even the TV shows, it was just the prequels, and then the sequels, and then the TV shows. We got about 20 minutes into the first one, and then we just started talking about Star Wars in general. So it was like, well, we're gonna do this again next week. So yeah,
It's all good though. Just trying to.
Theoretically, that could have worked, but when you're talking about like at least episodes 1 through 6, you almost have to talk about them all at once.
Well, yeah, it's just like when you box yourself in. Like I said, you're like, oh, we'll talk about this, but that goes into something else.
Yeah. Listen, mistakes were made, but I learned from my mistakes. This is good.
It's all good, man. I enjoy them.
Hey, you want to redo Dragon Ball? I'm kidding. Too soon.
I don't know what more we could add to that one.
I don't know, considering we had to split it into 2 parts.
I don't know what more we could ever add to that one, though. Yeah. We need to call up Cody and be like, let's do a Yu Yu Hakusho one.
Don't tempt me.
Now that the live action is out.
Yu Yu Hakusho, Full Metal Alchemist. Oh my god, I need a Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, there you go. FMA, that'd be a good one.
FMA versus Brotherhood. Which would you prefer? FMA. Bitch, what?
Technically for the reactions, yes, sort of, I guess.
I mean, we literally recorded ourselves
watching the
show as it was happening, but we didn't do the talking about like the anime itself or franchise proper. I don't know, just fun topics.
There's other stuff. I don't know.
I'll be over here looking at my anime, which is mainly Dragon Ball and Full Metal.
Yep. Shrek gets you VTuber and we'll do Yu-Gi-Oh! Need somebody to talk to about that.
Listen, the way I know there was one night when y'all were just going, and there was no getting a word in edgewise with you guys. Like, I'm just in here like,
well, Nate, do you want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh too?
I like Dark Magician.
Say, I didn't think it was really your thing fully.
It wasn't, but we were all just vibing, and y'all just went on a tangent, and I'm just like,
More than just a couple Look, like I said, I'm good up until after 5Ds, and then when it gets into Zexal or whatever, and then you lose me. Nate's just like, I don't know. Brains. Oh. No. Hey, I have an extremely big list of anime to watch this year. That's part of my goals.
watch more anime. Go.
Look, it's the never-ending list because we watch the thing for the week, and then in the after call, we're like, oh, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Just add it to the list.
Or in your case, she looks cute. Why, boop?
There were a couple of those last night. We were.
What was her name? Mio? I like her.
We were breaking Bella's brain last night with isekai titles and descriptions of the
anime / manga titles. Sometimes they just get ridiculous.
Uh-huh. Bella was like, why? Because Japan.
Because, yes.
I don't know. There's only other plans for 24 is that and to complete Midnight Suns. That's my main goal for 2024.
You still need to get, well, I think you're too far into the game to even get those to worry about it.
The DLC pack?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you don't have Deadpool, you don't have Morbius, which big woohoo, and you don't have Venom. And Storm.
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 So don't you get Storm too?
Yeah, and Storm was really good.
Yeah. I'd have to see how they play though.
I mean, they're okay. I'll be honest, I didn't use Deadpool a whole lot. No, it's just those four. I think. Damn it! Now I'm questioning myself.
Nate, that was your game, Nate. Come on.
No, I was right. 4 characters. Kamikaze, what's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? We were, talking about everything.
Everything and nothing at all.
Talked about a ton of shit tonight, honestly.
A lot of stuff.
That makes my brain fry. I'm trying to make sure we did talk about most of the stuff we wanted to.
I'll tell you another goal I have for 2024. I want to actually be able to go to the movies more. If a movie comes out, I want to actually go fucking see it. Because there are so many movies last year that I missed going to just because, I'm going to go see this, and then I just never had the energy or the motivation to go.
You know my logic on it, and y'all say that's the stupid reason.
No, we don't say it's a stupid reason.
Nate says, just move down here.
Move your ass down here, you'll have a movie, buddy. But I get it. Your point makes sense, and I get it. I just go whenever I do go.
I'll go if it's something I really want to watch on opening weekend or something.
I still haven't seen Godzilla -1. I still haven't seen the Meg 2, and it's out on DVD and Blu-ray and on Meg now.
Time to disappear. Oh yeah, that I guess it is time.
Oh, it do be that time. Be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
But
I don't know.
Like, there's a lot of movies this year that I want to go see, and I actually want to go fucking see them. Godzilla Kong.
Well, of course you're gonna go see that.
IMAX. I want to see that in IMAX.
He's gonna go see that
Because-
5 times.
Because I missed Godzilla versus Kong in IMAX. I don't want to miss this one in IMAX.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Godzilla versus Kong in IMAX.
What I miss?
I told you.
Did you? Oh, wait.
It's going to the Regal. Yeah, we haven't been there in a while.
Why deal with other people when you have the safety of home? Because I wanted to see the movie on the big pretty screen.
The big pretty screen. Yeah, we went to the Regal was good. The Lex Live one was pretty good too. When we went to see Oppenheimer there, it had 2 different floors. It was crazy, but it has like a bunch of stuff in it. It has like theaters downstairs, upstairs. It has a bowling alley. It has an arcade. It has everything.
Really? That's interesting.
What? Why?
Best Buy will sell you 100-inch screens now. I mean, fair, but honestly, I do miss having like that circle of friends that you can call up, say, "Hey, want to go see this movie? Bet, let's go."
Yeah, I miss having that too.
I'm telling you, move down here. We'll go to Grand Pacific. We'll get some crab rangoon, or we'll go to Cece's Pizza and then we'll go see a movie. Gotcha, man. There are colleges down here. You just transfer a bet.
Well, for work, I don't know if that's how we.
Hey, I want to move down here. Can I just transfer to a different college?
Yeah. It's not bad. I told you we'll go to some of the stuff sometime. Just let me know. We got concert announcements next week. Hopefully, we get a place close.
Wait, concert announcements?
Mm-hmm.
For who?
Camelot.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
This
speaking
one.
of bands and stuff, Skillet doesn't have any tours at all the first half of this year.
So they're working on their new album.
Yes, they are. And this is my prediction. Because Jen posted that in December. And you could hear some of the music in the over the mic from what Corey was playing.
Mm-hmm.
So they recorded some of the music. She's recording backing vocals. I think we're going to get like the first news around March, April. Like we'll get the first song and alongside the album title, release date, and potentially track list. And I predict an August/September release date. And I am praying to any deity that is listening to me.
Any deity.
So all new songs now come out on Fridays. My birthday's on a Friday this year because of leap year.
Ooh.
Do you know how awesome it would be to have a new Skillet CD come out on my birthday?
He'd never be the same again.
I'd be the happiest Fluffy on the planet. And then we're going to get a tour in the fall. And I'm hoping they come here. And I'm hoping I can afford a VIP ticket because I'm pictures.
Yeah, be interesting.
But you got 2 tours coming up there near you.
That's the other one. There's only one that's on my radar.
You got Santa Sonia, and then you have, what was it, Disturbed?
Oh, yeah. I forgot the Disturbed one. I don't know if I'll go to that one. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, too, the Fallout Boy one. No, the only one really on my radar is the Godsmack one. I do want to try to go to that one.
I didn't even know they were had a tour out.
Yeah, I don't know if they're coming down there near you all, but
Yeah.
I'll try to go see it. It's the one.
I'll tell you,
Fallout Boy would be a good one to go to.
I tell you what I am doing. there is a museum here called the Pink Palace Museum. We are getting a dinosaur exhibit that is going to showcase Sue the T-Rex.
Oh, I saw you share something about that, I think.
For those who don't know, Sue the T-Rex is, let me get like the proper wording because everyone knows me and words don't work.
Get the proper wording. You get that proper wording. I'll be back in a second.
Sue is the nickname given to so-and-so, which is one of the largest, most extensive, and best preserved Tyrannosaurus Rex specimens ever found, at over 90% recovered by bulk. It was named after Sue Hendrickson, who discovered the fossil. That's cool. To my knowledge, the exhibit was heavily focused in Chicago, unless they started doing like a tour of the skeleton, and I just didn't know about it. Well, there's also a model of Sue the T-Rex that is a life-size, full-scale model of how big she was, but it's like skin and everything. And that model is going to be included in this exhibit. And I can't show this because I'm not actually on my own thing. Can I do this? No? Okay. Present. No, I'm just going to wait for him to get back. I'll send this to him. But like ever since I saw the model of Sue that was being made and it was on display, I had always wanted to go see it. But now that it's coming here, I can finally see the model, and I am beyond excited to see it. It's also supposed to have a bunch of other stuff included, so that'll be fun. Dino exhibits are always a plus. Dude, obviously I'm big on dinosaur stuff because, well, my name's Jurassic Nate. Kind of like dinos, but they had a display back in 2013. I have a picture for you to share.
We're talking about Sue the dinosaur.
Sue the T-Rex. That picture is the full-scale model of how big Sue was in real life. And that's the model that is going to be here and like the size comparison.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but I'm excited. I cannot wait.
If we get anything to come around like that.
Do y'all have any like good museums near you?
I don't know, honestly. I can't think of any major museums. Kitty, is there anything you can think of? I can't think of anything crazy. We have, do they have one out there? I guess, maybe. Because the only things I can think of, and that not in that vein, but it's like we have. Oh, there is? Okay. We have the 2 zoos, and that's pretty much the big things around here.
I like zoos. I want to visit more zoos.
You talk about how expensive zoos are now.
Motherfucker. Last I went to the zoo here, parking was like $5 and entry is like $20 a person.
Yeah. I don't get it, man. It's the craziest thing ever.
There's, I want to say it's the St. Louis Zoo. Last I heard, which was 10 years ago, entry was free, but you had to pay for parking. Which parking was like $10 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I want to go to an aquarium. Ironically enough, I want to go to an aquarium.
No, we got that. We do have that. I do know that. I went to a wedding at one.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't that like a few hours away though?
No, it's not. It's like
Take him to Newport. Why Newport?
that's where the aquarium is.
Oh, okay. Well, he made the face, so I'm over going. I sensed sarcasm, so I didn't know.
No, that's literally the name of it, the Newport Aquarium. No, it's a pretty cool place.
But it's ironic that I want to go to an aquarium, considering the fact I have a fear of deep water.
Well, y'all come up here for LexCon, and we'll take a trip to the aquarium.
LexCon, zoo, aquarium, bet. Be closer to take him to Ripley's.
Well, hell, that's like Pigeon Forge, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a Rip. Yeah, it's over there in Gatlinburg.
I'm gonna say it's down that way.
Which there's,
but we're closer to that than they are.
yeah, that's 6 hours away from me. 6.5 hours from me.
I say we're closer to that than they are, but it's literally just down. It's just keep going down for us.
Well, then you have to go up because mountain.
No, but
no, there's a salty story about the Ripley's.
oh man, dude, I've been on a.
They live near Memphis. We are Memphis.
As Cody said last night, it's just all one big thing.
I say that I'm like 45 minutes outside of Memphis, but yeah, basically.
I would say, as Cody said, it's all just one thing.
Pretty much. Though a lot of places forget that. A lot of places try to be their own thing, like Bartlett. People say, like, I'm going to Memphis. I'm going to Bartlett. Like, it's weird.
I don't know.
Memphis is its own fucking.
We don't have anything like that here. It's either
Memphis is its own state.
Lexington or Louisville. That's what you got.
Which way are we going? That way or that way? Go visit our old teacher on the way.
Who? What? Message me who? Because I don't know. I don't know. Now we're talking about stuff for like just randomness. I have been on the biggest kick of space stuff lately.
Space stuff?
Yes.
Well, there's been a lot of interesting stuff revealed lately, right?
Yeah. Like, how Kitty messaged me. Oh, I didn't know she moved to Nashville. Okay. Yeah, but no, just a big space kick, man. Like, I was watching the footage we have of like the other planets and stuff, and it's just like so. I don't know. It's surreal going and watching. It's like you have the like the portrayed pictures and all this of like the planets and what they look like, but just seeing the videos of the actual things, it's crazy. And the other big thing has been watching videos on time dilation from being able to travel that far, or getting closer to the speed of light. I've been watching some weird stuff lately, but Interstellar did it a little bit, but it's like,
Never saw it.
well, it's like the whole like time dilation. Like the faster you get to, yes, it does melt your mind. It's like the closer you get to light speed, like time passes completely different, and it's like it's tough. It's like blows your mind. Well, not even Interstellar, but like to get to the closest star, like light speed, they could fly. It might take them. I was reading about this. It might take them to get 20 years at light speed to get to the Andromeda. But for us on Earth, it would be like thousands of years have passed by the time they got back.
Jesus.
But for them, it would only be like 20 years or 40 for both ways, I guess. Stuff blows your mind if you like sciencey stuff.
You got to see Interstellar if you like sci-fi. I don't like Christopher Nolan.
But he wants to watch Oppenheimer.
Don't question logic here. Trust me, I am aware.
Interstellar's a good movie, though. Nolan stuff is good. Interstellar was good. Oppenheimer's good. You know, it is what it is. He has an affinity for the way he does things.
Yeah, I'll say. That's one way to say it. Also, fun fact, speaking of like directors and shit, originally James Cameron was supposed to direct Jurassic Park, and I don't know how to handle that information.
Oh, yes, that was a thing, wasn't it? You
Like,
handle it wondering what if.
he was trying to get the rights to the film, but they were like, no, we want to give this to Steven Spielberg. But then he went in to say, after seeing the movie though, I realized that I was not the right person to make this movie. And it's like, yeah, think.
Mm-mm. Dang old lads.
Christopher Nolan is a great director.
Yeah. Nate doesn't like the Nolan trilogy. That's the problem. If you take his non-superhero stuff, it's not.
Like, even then, half of his shit is just too smart for my brain. Like, well, hold on. Like, I did not watch Inception because I knew that movie would fuck with my brain.
I liked Inception.
I'm not smart enough for movies like that. What was the movie he did? The Prestige.
Prestige. Yeah. Well, for those that care, we do have a little bit of wrestling news that just happened.
Like just now?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't. Those, if anyone cares about it. So, Moose is a TNA wrestler, and he just won their world championship, and was immediately confronted by Nick Nemeth, also known as Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So I guess Dolph is not going to AEW like planned.
Unless he does, because AEW people go to different places all the time.
Yeah, I was curious to see where he would go. The MacBook, it gets you, man.
It's okay to not like realistic Batman. There were elements of those movies that I liked, like the supporting cast and the antagonists. I like them. It's everything about the main character that I just hate.
Yeah, I mean,
and the world that he made. But
that's the joys, though. Everybody likes their own things.
Mm-hmm.
Screen is insane. Yeah, I sent you that Jupiter footage the other day. That was wild. Um, tell you what would be.
Oh, there's another thing that was announced, Marvel related, yesterday.
What do we got?
Foggy and Karen
Okay, I saw that this morning. Yep.
are coming back for Daredevil Born Again, and I am so excited.
Yeah. We're talking about all that. We didn't even talk about Echo.
Well, it just came out, so I don't want to go spoil.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, is it? You said you like it, or
I liked the first 4 episodes.
yeah, 'cause I still gotta watch it. So
because it feels the least like a Marvel product.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like a comic book product. And then episode 5 just throws in all this stuff, and it's like, okay, hold up, what's going on? What's happening right now? And then like the climax was over like that, and it's like,
Yeah, because not to get into the spoiler side of it, but like, because I haven't seen it either. From what I understand, part of it is like blip years, and then it cuts, or it's not blip years. Because somebody said something about blip year.
It has nothing. Aside from Kingpin being in it, and Daredevil being in the first episode,
No.
And not even like a full on camp. Like, he shows up in like a mission that he's on, and it just happens to be the one that they're doing. And that fight, other than that, there's no connection to anything in the MCU.
Oh, well, I guess I was reading craziness.
Now, there's a mid-credit scene in the 5th episode that I'm just going to call it ties into Daredevil in some way, but it doesn't actually say anything about Daredevil.
Yeah. You watch it. I'm glad you watched them, buddy. I just can't do it anymore.
I want to, because David Tennant and Catherine Tate, but I'm done.
Because it all stems back to what happened in The Timeless Children for me. And people say, oh, that's not good, or you hate it. I'm like, I'll just say it straight up. There is no reason to change established lore for over 60 years or however long it's been. Because when you tell me the first Doctor was not the first Doctor, that's where I mess with or that's where I draw the line.
What's funny is I have Doctor Who on DVD from Eccleston all the way to like halfway through Jodie's run.
Right. When has it not been all over the place in the past couple that they've done?
But I had a good run with the series, but I think I'm just going to bow out.
Trust me, I remember the Sonic sunglasses.
You didn't even get to watch any of Jodie. Jodie was a treat. I loved her.
No, I saw it. Timeless Children was her.
Matt Smith David Tennant, dude.
Smith's run is like Eccleston's underappreciated now.
No,
now that time has passed, because people always jump to Tennant.
Like I say this, I always found Matt Smith's run overrated.
Really?
Never really cared for him. Like, I liked him, but I didn't. It's weird. Like, I prefer all the others, like, to him.
Yeah. It's like, because I liked his run.
Capaldi was good, but the writing for him was bad. Because half of the writing was Moffat.
But Sonic sunglasses.
So?
It's great.
And then I liked Jodie, but some of the writing was a little weird. And now Russell T. Davies is back. But
it's just one of those things where it's been like,
they're trying too hard to keep it relevant, and it's just it's okay to say it's time to wrap it up.
Because it peaked for me when they did the 50th special, honestly.
Honestly, yeah. Like, they could have ended it right there, and it would have been great.
Because that was a Ooh, that was a thing.
That remains to this day my favorite episode.
Yeah. Oh, it did, because if you remember back when the change from Eccleston to Tennant, and then in between there and Smith, like that was all people were talking about was Doctor Who. The Who stuff took over everything, and then it just kind of trickled down.
Hell, there was a time when like Super Who-lock was a thing.
Super
Supernatural,
Who,
Doctor Who, Sherlock.
I could walk into Hot Topic and the thing would be lined with sonic screwdrivers.
I still have my David Tennant / Eccleston screwdriver up there somewhere.
Yeah,
I say somewhere. It's up there on my shelf. I just don't want to get up and get it.
I was going on. I almost bought one. I never did buy one of those. I almost did. Oh, it did have long waits.
Oh yeah, and now it's basically done. So it's like,
Oh, you did buy one.
I kind of wanted like Matt's, but
yeah,
I'm okay with the one I got.
Like I said, he'll be busy later this year. Everybody will be like, "Oh, Matt Smith's back."
Yeah, he's back.
I never would have thought that he would play a Targaryen, but hey.
Honestly, he was a highlight for season 1 for me. Ironically enough, considering the kind of role he's in.
Is it the young one or the old one? Or is the young one for
she's in the casting
for Supergirl?
She's submitting a casting yeah. What the fuck is the word for that? Why am I just bad at words lately?
I don't know. It's all of us, man. Who doesn't want to be anymore? Yeah. George, where's the book, man? You ever going to finish the book?
Listen, that motherfucker just keeps on, hey, we got these 3 new animated shows coming out. Sweet. Where's the next book, asshole?
It's been a while.
Oh, no, it's just they're in the running to play Supergirl. And she's one of them, so I like her.
That would be cool. She did pretty good. I'm curious to see what they do with that. I think that's about it for the HBO stuff this year, though, for what they got. But,
oh, I can't wait to share this with you. There's a new Big Bang Theory spinoff in the works.
I saw that, and why?
Because
do we need more Big Bang Theory? Like,
I'm gonna say no, but at the same time,
because it started in what 2007
ish, give or take,
and then it ran for how long?
11 seasons.
And then how long has Young Sheldon been on? Like
7 seasons.
Yeah, okay, that's.
But here's the thing: it's about Georgie and Mandy being parents, and honestly, anything that doesn't involve Sheldon, it's probably going to be worth watching.
I'll tell you though. Here's the kicker: I don't know anyone's going to watch anything without Sheldon.
That's the problem. Because here's the thing: I watched Big Bang Theory. Looking back on it, I hate it.
Oh, I remember you were like going through it.
I hate it. Like, looking back on it, why? But Sheldon grew on me, and I tolerated him more. But then you make young Sheldon, and you put that personality in like a 6-year-old, and you just want to punt them off a cliff.
Punt them off a cliff.
No, there's another show that I watched for the first time all the way through a couple years ago, Friends.
Yep, I remember that.
And it was fine, but looking back on it, I don't get it. It's the Steve Urkel problem.
It was Friends, you know.
So
Friends did its thing.
Also, rest in peace, Chandler Bing. Matthew Perry. He played Chili. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this actually went shorter than I thought it would.
What is it?
I said this actually went shorter than I thought it would.
Well, you were the one that had everything to talk about.
Yeah, we basically talked about everything.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
It's not at all. But I absolutely freaking love doing these.
Oh, I know. I love doing them too. It's nice to get them back in the roll.
Mm-hmm. Got these going. I brought the cut pass back. I am so happy.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I have not started that.
Same. So you know what? We will sit here until midnight. We'll just sit here.
My midnight or your midnight?
I'm not going to sit here for an hour and a half. We're going to your midnight, then we're done.
Oh. I was like, oh my God.
If we're done, we can end. I don't care. You got anything else? What games have you been playing? You know what? We'll talk about that. Actually, wait till this is scheduled for next week. I got a fun one coming up.
What you got?
I'm gonna hate myself on Tuesday. Did you look at the list of PlayStation Plus games coming to like extra and premium?
Episode 1
on PS1.
Yeah. Say I remembered one of those was something.
Yeah. I'm starting for Spoken tomorrow.
Yeah, see how that goes.
I'm excited. I'm excited, dude. I've been wanting to play that for a minute.
Been hearing all kinds of stuff about it.
I heard it was nowhere near as bad as everyone says it is. Star Wars PS1 game, yeah. They're adding a lot. They're adding that to the PlayStation Plus Premium Classic Bundle. Classic Catalog, excuse me. That's the proper term.
Classic Bundle.
And then Friday is Pal World, Pokemon with guns.
Yeah,
that's going to be fun. That's going to be interesting. The prequel N64 games were good. Like
Pod Racers.
Yeah, Pod Racers.
That's the only one I remember.
Wasn't there like Bounty Hunter and Demolition?
Not on N64.
Were they not on N64?
No,
Battle for Naboo.
Bounty Hunter was PS2 and GameCube, and maybe Xbox. I don't know if it had an Xbox.
I don't think it was Xbox. I don't think it was Xbox.
It's PS2 and it was GameCube. I do remember that. That was a thing.
I'm gonna hate. Like, Star Wars Episode 1 is good, and then it gets just so mind-numbingly annoying.
You know, fun fact, I remember sucking at that game. So
I bought it off of eBay.
If it wasn't
about 5 years ago.
If it wasn't Battlefront and Battlefront 2, I was kind of okay at Star Wars games back then.
Oh, you never played Jedi Power Battles?
Yeah. Why did you buy it?
Because that game is nostalgia gold for me.
Look, we're going to get a night and we all going to play Bombad Racing.
I want it. I want it.
Now, see, that actually was a good one.
I remember loving Episode 3. Oh, God, yeah.
Yep. Don't know how it holds up now, but I
remember like some of the cutscenes like from the movies that were in the video game, I remember were extended for Episode 3.
Which reminds me.
The big scene I'm talking about is at the beginning we fight Dooku. And it goes through like the cutscene from the movie. Your swords, please. We don't want to make a mess.
I remember that.
You won't get away this time, Dooku. And then Dooku ignites his lightsaber, but then he says, just because there are two of you, do not assume you have the advantage. And I was like, wait, that wasn't in the movie. What?
Yeah. Now I'll have to check the timing on this. I'm pretty sure the game came out before the movie, which is nuts. I remember hearing that somewhere. I know I played it after the movie came out, but
It did.
people would have been like, wait a minute.
It came out a full month before the movie came out.
And it had the clips and stuff too, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so could you imagine?
Well, they couldn't patch the clips in after the movie came out.
No, say that doesn't happen nowadays. Rip the
tactical shooter before the movie. What's tactical shooter?
Rip to disc. That's gotta suck, man. That's one thing I don't miss about video stores.
Oh, Republic Commando.
I'm gonna say that it didn't come out until after episode 2. Probably.
Yeah, that came out March 1st, 2005.
Okay,
Came out a month before the episode 3 game, 2 months before the movie came out.
No, at least as long as it's after episode 2, that's the only thing that really matters. I don't know. Gosh, we've been talking about Star Wars a ton tonight.
Yeah.
More so than the other stuff, so that's not bad, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, more than Dragon Ball for once. So.
Well, if we kept talking about Dragon Ball, people would assume we just hate the franchise.
Missed the mid-2000s. Oh, don't start now, man.
Listen, we're already close to the end of the podcast, okay? We don't need to just deep dive into nostalgia shit. We save that for next week.
It's almost like you like Star. We like Star Wars. Yes.
I like the Star Wars.
Like geeky shit. Who would have guessed?
It's like we're called Weekend Geek for a reason.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's one of those things. But I don't know. That's just I want to play some of the older stuff though, like at some point.
Yeah, I want to get a classic Xbox. I want to get some of those old Xbox games.
Yeah, I just
and then I want to get a 360 and get some of those games and play those.
Ooh, man. That'd be something.
Dude, I got a list of like 20 games that were on 360 that I want to stream.
I just hate that you can't do PS3 streaming. Like, I'd have some fun with that.
Trust me, I know. I was going to stream the Jurassic Park Telltale game.
Yeah.
And because I have it on Play PS3. And I didn't realize you couldn't stream off of PS3 until after I had hooked everything up.
Mm-hmm.
I was pissed.
It's okay, I think, but I haven't dabbled. Anything above PS2 and GameCube, I haven't messed with.
Yeah. Hell, I don't even do anything above Game Boy, like GBA.
Yeah.
All those ROMs, because I did Infinite Fusion, which that was fun.
Yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it?
Yep, I got Godzilla.
Guys, you're
I forget what you fuse a Tyranitar with Raichu, and you literally get Godzilla.
Okay.
Like I forget who said that in my chat, but someone said, "Hey, you should fuse Raichu with Tyranitar." I was like, "Okay," and I saw the silhouette, and I was like, "No fucking way!"
It's like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Nate's like, I'm gonna find it.
Singa tuta corda.
Yeah.
PS Home. Listen, I should, because I still need to do Dino Crisis 2. I did Dino Crisis 1 for my
It's
2-year celebration.
small, but yes.
It is small, but yeah, it's Godzilla. So
That's a Raichu.
and Tyranitar.
Okay. I like it. Oh, man.
Wait a minute. There's a Space Godzilla too. Huh. Okay, interesting. I don't know. A part of me thought about doing another run of Pokemon Fusions,
Yeah.
but I've already done a full run of that game. Yeah.
Oh, man. This was fun being back doing this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I just love just talking. Like doing this is great.
Yeah. Speaking of, that reminds me, everyone give applause to Nate for getting podcast of the year, or tied for it, but still, I like it. Oh,
That was funny. Learning that on my way home too,
I knew you'd be happy to hear that.
because I was hanging out. Like I had been hanging out with Bella and Cody that day, and I tried to rush home in time to see the segment, but I literally hit every single red light between Bella's house and my house. And then I decided I'm going to get Taco Bell for dinner because I was craving a crunch.
Taco Bell.
I was craving a quesadilla and a burrito. So I got what I wanted.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Taco Bell.
You can when they spend 20 minutes getting your food out to you and it still feels like they didn't nuke it, like warm it up.
Oh, that's no good.
Like when I got home, the cheese in the quesadilla was still shredded. It wasn't melted.
Yeah, well,
And it wasn't cut, so I'm pissed.
There's only so much you can expect from Taco Bell.
Yeah. And I'm sitting in the drive-through line at Taco Bell. I had just ordered, and I get a message from Dakota, and he's like, "You're you're a WinRAR."
WinRAR, yes.
And I was like, "What?" And I had said what, but I knew what was going on, and so I was like, "Wait, did I really just fucking win? How?" And he actually said, like, I had won. And then I messaged Bella. I was like, Dakota just said I won. And her first words were, "God damn it, Dakota." Because she was going to yell at me because the clip that I had included had her in it. And I didn't tell her because I'm dumb and didn't think about it.
I didn't know it had me in it either.
Well, you're already in the category, so.
I know. I was just like, oh, hey.
What did he win? The Friender Year Endo Awards that Prez of the Castle, the Third Night, and Hydroxide Ant put together so generously for a lot of communities. I won. Well, I tied with two other people winning Podcast of the Year. So I was not expecting that. I was also nominated for RPG, but I didn't expect to get that nomination. Yeah. So there was no way I was winning that.
It's okay. I used our clip of the penguins. It's all good. Chat.
I was reading some of the chat during that too, because I had gone back and watched the segment.
They were like, what?
And they were like, wait, what? And I was like, penguins have news, motherfuckers. What do you not understand?
Somebody was like, oh, I didn't know that.
I actually didn't know that. I learned something today. It's like, you're welcome. It's the weird thoughts that I have.
Hey, it made for a good moment.
It did.
I was like, wait, what? Oh, man.
It's harder to get clips of podcasts.
It is.
But
then it works. Obviously, Baja Blast. Kitty, don't get them started on that.
What do you mean, don't get me started?
Not you, all of us.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, y'all have fun. Well, you can get it year round now. Just go to Kroger.
No.
Get yourself a 12-pack. Or
Some
two.
people in our group do not appreciate the goodness that is Baja Blast.
Hey, I'm one of them. I'm not gonna lie. I just think Baja Blast is mid, but
Sad, sad man, breaking my heart, Anakin.
listen, if it was cherry citrus game fuel, I would have been super excited.
Be like original GameCube.
They don't have the slushy. I don't do slushies.
Don't do slushies.
No, I don't
Slushies
do
are
slushies.
good, man.
No, I don't do slushies.
Icy slushy, it's all good.
I'm
Nobody remember 1990s Walmart? Go get the blue icy out of the machine.
I'm about to break your heart. Do you want me to break your heart?
Did they not have the slushy machine at your all's Walmart?
I don't know. I've never had one.
I mean, the icy.
I don't know. I've never had one.
Yes, the little cafe they had. You've never had an icy?
I've never had an icy.
Oh, good lord. Next time you go to the theater, do yourself a favor. Get a blue icy.
I don't get drinks when I go to the theater because I don't want to risk missing anything. Dude, the first movie I want to see in theaters is Godzilla Kong. I'm not missing anything.
That's why you pace yourself.
Put Kylo's face on it and make him drink it.
What the fuck? Huh?
Are we putting Kylo? Like, are we talking about like Adam Driver's face on me? Like,
that'd be even more weird.
Listen, I know this is an ugly mug, but you ain't got to put Adam Driver on me. I'm waiting on Bella to chime in. Just like, I'll murder you.
Just put the Kylo mask on. Oh, man. I don't even know what this has become. What have you become?
I am what you made me.
We made you Adam Driver.
Clearly.
Oh, my God.
Good soup. What's this funny? I don't like soup.
I think you'll get kicked out.
I'd rather not do that.
Be like when
I don't hate slushies. I just never had one.
Oh, well, that's the problem. You got to change your world. One drink is all it will take.
Yeah, that's what happened with Dr. Pepper. Look what happened. I'm addicted now.
What if I told you some places even have Dr. Pepper icy?
Go on.
Oh, man. They have them. Some places do. Other places have the Coke ones. I have never seen a Pepsi one. I've seen Mountain Dew ones. There's L8 ones. And
Wait, there's what ones?
L8.
The fuck is L8?
Oh, gosh. And that's our drink up here.
I was about to say, is that a KY thing up there?
Used to be a KY only thing. Now it's everywhere.
Like, is it just the letter L and the number 8?
No.
He's not from here, clearly. I've never stepped foot in. I have not stepped foot in y'all's state before.
I know he's not from here. Oh, man.
You can get it from Cracker Barrel nationwide.
Don't tell him that.
I don't go to Cracker Barrel. I do not go to Cracker Barrel.
I say, don't tell him that.
I do not do Cracker Barrel. I worked there for 4 years. I don't go there anymore.
This is the magic.
Ale 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
is good.
I'll take your one on it.
Hey, they got different flavors and everything. They have a blackberry, they have an orange cream, they have a cherry.
You shouldn't have said those two. Because I don't want to try it.
Ah.
It's like crack to people around Winchester.
Well, when they make it there.
But no, I worked at Cracker Barrel for 4 years, and like it wasn't a bad working environment. It wasn't a negative work environment. It wasn't like bad to work there, but spending literally every day of your life like going to work there, and
Yeah. That's a lot of the food places, unfortunately.
yeah. Granted, my last day inside Cracker Barrel was kind of a hostile thing, but there was a lot of misunderstanding,
Mm-hmm.
and shit was taken out on us, and yeah, well, taken out on me specifically, and I told the manager nope, and she didn't like it, so she sent me home, but I quit.
Yeah.
That was just a stupid day, and it's all the manager's fault too. But it's whatever, fool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to go for it. Got anything else on the agenda? I don't have anything. We've gone through everything.
What was worse, Dakota, McDonald's, or the other place? You worked at a different food place?
Oh, you're talking about Steak and Shake, aren't you? Yeah. I had to think for a minute there. It was the only other food place I remember. I don't know. They were both pretty bad.
It died.
I know it died. It's a cookout now. Yeah.
By the way, is that open yet?
Yeah, it's open.
Have you gone yet?
Yeah.
We went twice when you were down here. Actually, I think we went more than that.
I just remember the once. Unless y'all went more.
I thought we went at least twice. I know the one time. I thought we went twice or something.
Yeah, because it was like 2 a.m. when we went.
Listen, we're just gonna have to go again and redo it.
Because they were locking the doors on people. I remember that.
After we walked in, okay, that's the last one. Sweet.
Yeah, I definitely remember that.
Had that softball team there, being a bunch of dumbasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. We'll all plan a trip again sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be planning one this year, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
Nor do I have funds.
Yeah, I forgot about this. I did order a bookmark the other day.
A bookmark?
Yeah. I had a My Hero one and a House of the Dragon one.
Oh, neat.
I had it on my desk. I was like, oh, I forgot about that. I just saw it. Needs, yes. I don't know, but I appreciate everybody stopping in. And whenever and wherever you may be watching, we appreciate you.
This was fun.
Watching post this when it gets uploaded, whenever that may be.
Oh, yeah. So are we going to try to do this again next week? Or do you want to do this like every other week? How do you want to do it?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Hell, it'll be Friday afternoon. I'll be in the middle of the stream. Hey, you want to do Weekend Geek tomorrow? Sure. Bye.
Yeah, we should make it, figure it out, make it work. Oh, man.
Yeah,
man. I've missed doing this. And hell, even earlier, it was nice to get a stream in, too.
Oh, I'll bet. I saw you were live. I was like, motherfucker, hi.
Hey, I enjoy it, man. It's the way to do it.
And I'm sitting there going, what is he playing? What is he playing? What you got? What you got? And then it was like Midnight Suns. I was like, my man.
Oh, it's not as bad as I found out Cody was left. It's like,
I felt so bad because I was watching Critical. I was watching Vox Machina all day, and I was like, oh, that was life. Cool. Wait, what?
it's like, wait a minute.
I feel like a bad friend right now.
Yeah, it's all good. But this was our 2023 recap episode of sorts.
2 weeks into 2024, but that's okay.
It's all good. And then I guess once we get back into a regularity here, we'll figure out what the plan is, keep everything up to date. For those of you that are still curious, we will finish the movie thing at some point. We are in the 2010s now, I think.
Yeah,
because I love doing that. That is fun
was
as
fun.
hell.
That was so good.
We started what in the 80s or late 80s, or did we start in the 90s?
We definitely started in the 90s because we're both 90s kids.
Yep. 2000. Now, 2010s are going to be.
I think we started in the middle of the 90s because we were looking at something.
Yeah.
And then we kind of turned it into a game, and I was like, well, why don't we just start at like 89?
Yeah.
And then we just kept going, and the last one we did was 2009, so we're in 2010 now.
This will be good, and
I'm excited.
We'll figure it out there, but
and then eventually we need to work into the video games.
I want to do that one at some point because that would be curious to see how it looks. It would be cool. We'll talk about it. I have some ideas for
okay,
that.
Cool. I love ideas. I love a good idea.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been it, folks. No, I don't know where we're gonna go. We'll figure it out here in a second. See what? Let's go see Silva.
I was about to say Silva's live with someone.
Silva's been very nice to all of us. So
Silva is good people. We love Silva.
Take the party over there. It looks like they're playing a game that we all need to play at some point. I know Strix is dying to play it. Cody wants to play it. We just got to get Nate to play it.
I'm here against my will.
You'll play it with us. Yes.
I told Strix, like, I give y'all shit for, like, I don't want to play this game. God. But it's like, look, we figure out a day where all of us can get together and play this game. Listen, I'll play it with y'all for a few hours.
Yeah. That'd be interesting to see. But likewise, folks, this has been the 2024 premiere of Week in Geek. I had to think about what year it is.
What year is it?
I know, we've been talking about it. But hey, I do appreciate you all stopping by.
Y'all have a fan-freaking-tastic rest of your night. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Stay safe with this winter weather coming in, and we'll see you lovely folks next time.
Ciao.
Later, guys.